Okay, we are here. We are live with some more Pokemon Scarlet. Last time, we spent a bunch of time basically planning out nicknames for some of the remaining traded Pokemon from the Blueberry coaches because we only get one nickname, and if we mess it up, we can't change it. I've been sort of really brainstorming them. We did that for most of it. What else did we do? I feel like we did. Oh, we also I think caught a Vivian, a pink Vivian finally. We've been kind of looking for a while to get one of those for just the living dex reasons. So, we got that. What do we got? So we had a Maschiff. He should have been Camerupt. Brutal. Camerupt's so tempting. I do want a Camerupt, but I'm also like, should I try to get like a Numel Outbreak or something? Try to get both of them. Numel Shiny is nowhere near as good IMO. What is... Oh, it's a Starly, okay. I was like, what's hiding behind the little icon? Jinx, yeah, nothing too crazy here. Yeah, I know, I keep saying it, but I haven't actually gotten to it, but I wanna try to do more shiny hunting. So many interesting ones. Okay, but I think we're gonna start off... I still want to try to figure out this nicknaming shenanigans. We're just gonna kind of pick a spot and just do some... Terror raids. So, yeah, basically I've been kind of just brainstorming a bunch of nicknames. So we're going to continue to do that. Actually, real quick, one more thing. Hopefully we'll have time to actually catch a couple of the legendaries today. I meant to start doing that yesterday, because we have, I think, 15 that we could find from a mix of the group, well, not just from the group quests in the Blueberry Academy. Meeps. So, yeah. Potion. So that, that's something I would like to hopefully work on, but I've been really focusing on the Blueberry Coach nicknames. There are a few other Pokemon we need to nickname, but I kind of want to get these out of the way, and then we'll figure it out from there. But, so, last time we ended on Nemona, which I was struggling with. A lot of what we have left I'm struggling with. Off-stream I did Jacques, Gulpin, times Rockruff, and Saguaro's Hatchrim. I did Jacques after the stream yesterday, and then I like crammed in time and Saguaro beforehand. And then so we still have Gita and Cyrano. So Gita's Glimmet and Cyrano Shiny Blitzel. So I want to take a look at some of their quotes and stuff to get an idea of what I think would be a good name for them. I can just do a real quick mention. I'm not necessarily going to use any of these names. I can kind of explain context a little bit for how I got to them, but we have a bunch of options for all three. So Jacques Gulpin, the original one I had was Pokedex, which generally kind of works, but doesn't. Because we also have to consider the title is going to be Jacques Blank. So that was literally all I had. So going through his text, I found a lot of okay things. So we had the first thing I had was Ragamuffin, because that's something he referred to the students as at, like, the beginning of the game, but I think he only says it, like, once. Then I had other things that were just sort of generic names. I had, like, data, analysis, goals. I had Gulpin, because, that was just kind of a funny gag on the name. I had Diploma, Reward, Oddity. I think he refers to something as an oddity at some point. Research, Achievement, Charm, because he gives both the Shiny Charm and the, I think, Title Charm. Fashion, because I think that... Why did I pick Fashion? I'm trying to remember if I can think of it off the top of my head. I had that and Outfit. Oh, because, yeah, he's always getting criticized for his clothing choice for his, like, school outfit by, Pavel. Got it. And then I had Glutton and Gobbler, because I think he refers to the Gulpin he trades as both of those. Or something similar. So, yeah. We're gonna have to knock out some of these options in a bit, but we gotta read them off. Then we go to Times Rockruff, which I was also absolutely uncertain on how to handle. So, her Rockruff, all I had was Rhyme and Rock, which both are terrible. Rhyme being her sister, which just doesn't really make sense, and Rock because it's funny just to have Times Rock, but it was such a loose thing. So then I ended up going through, and I had, like, Mathematician, I had, like, Numbers, Arithmetic, Probability Calculation, Calculator. Those were all kind of things that, like, fit, you know, for shtick. I mean, the Calculator, I like the idea of just because it's, like, a damage calculator, except your class is about damaging. I also realized I put probability in there twice. Then I had a few more weirdly specific things. So one of them I had was the Watcher, because there's that whole quest with her where she's like, oh, I feel like I'm being watched by somebody. It was a stretch, but I had to start getting, that was like the second thing I put down. I'm like, I just need options. Flying. And then I had things like scolding, because she scolds, yeah, what do I want to use here? Oh yeah, probably Maridon. Because she scolds, Flavel. That's his name. I had a horoscope because at one point she brings up reading a horoscope. But I don't know, it's kind of a stretch. It was just like a thing in the class. And then I had square because she when she tears her Garganacl, she's like square up or something. She says something about square, but like doesn't quite work as well for Rockruff. I'm also gonna quickly remove the second probability so I don't have the same name twice. Okay. And finally, Saguaro's Hatchrim. So I had like, I was kind of in the general area of I had Sweet Tooth, and then Recipe I'd kind of thrown in there haphazardly. But then there's, I came up with like Snack, Aroma, Strength. He uses the word Ambrosia, which I'm not 100% sure what that means, and I meant to look that up. But he used that to describe the Sweet Herba Mystica. The food of the Greek and Roman gods? Okay, something extremely pleasing to taste or smell. That makes sense. That feels a little weird to call a Hatchrim a Pokemon that, but that actually is kind of a cool name. And then I had Mystica. I went back to the Herba Mystica because he was looking for the Sweet Herba Mystica. And then I just had Condiment Image. Oh, because it was like self-image. Gotcha. And he was worried, oh, what if the students, you know, look at me differently? I had Honey because he had brought that up, and that's sweet. Meal because he talks about meal powers. Berry because I think he talks about in one of his classes berries. I had Privacy because he sort of has like, he like almost wants his own privacy because of his vision, but like that's kind of a stretch. Phone Case because there's a whole thing about Phone Case, and I had like Style, Adorableness, kind of because those are things that are sort of brought up. He refers to his Hatterene as like adorable, and then Secret as in he has a secret. He likes sweet things. You know. A lot of these are probably going to get cut immediately. So now, let me pull up Gita quotes real quick. Pokemon Scarlet, Violet, Gita quotes. So thankfully both Gita and Cyrano have like a ton of dialogue. Yesterday we were going through Nemonas at the end, and there was so much fucking dialogue, and none of it got me anywhere. So I'm just going to kind of skim this. I'll read out if I see anything interesting or whatever I write as a potential nickname, and we'll go from there. Farewell Champion Nimona, I trust you to handle this in my stead is one of the first things. I could name it I'm literally just gonna throw options out because we need to just kind of, you know, get something. So, oops, I didn't realize we were that low. I could just say talent, like she refers to us having rare talent. Like that's just sort of a boring option. But, like, it functions as a name. Let's see. After defeating the jam. Follows an unusual trainer. Pleasure observing our matches. I mean, once again, skill comes up, but like it's just kind of boring. You know what I mean? Like some of these just feel like I'm plucking a random like word out of the dictionary that is vaguely related, and it's just like, And we're back to not getting any Herba Mystica. Let me head to the next one. And, like, keep the eye out for shinies, because we've had some pretty decent luck recently with just, like, random shinies. I mean, that's what the shiny charm does, and when we're running around a lot, you know, you just see a lot of Pokemon, thus increasing your chance. I want to make sure I'm at least kind of paying attention to my surroundings. Another, ooh, we're getting some 5 stars, baby. Poison. Okay. I think we try you. This might be a little bulkier. We'll have to see how this goes. It also reminds me, yeah, we gotta change our Pokemon's Terra type still. I keep forgetting to do that. Okay, she gives Terra Blast, but like... I mean, there's something maybe with Terra types that I could do. Terra type, Terrestrial. I can't even spell it. I just realized this. For some reason, I was thinking this was the Galarian form. Too much blueberry. Okay, we might have to switch because Surf, yeah. Yeah, it didn't do a ton. I'm probably spelling Terrestrialization wrong in my note, but that's fine. I'm not going to pick that name anyway. Yawn! I'm in hell. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, a lot of this feels like her talking about you and Nimona. She's the best of luck from the bottom of my heart, blah, blah, blah. Pinnacle? She brings up, like, the pinnacle of the Pokemon League. Not anything too exciting, but it could theoretically work. Okay, we lose the water weakness, which is good. You have to beat the top champion. I don't think there's anything I do with like top or champ. I mean, I could do champion. Like, you know, ooh, Gita's champion. It doesn't really work. I already had that even. There we go, yawned again. We are not doing as much damage as I need to be doing. This thing is probably more specially bulky, I presume. In battle. Really devastating blow, that deserves a standing ovation. One just do the light that guides all trainers, Nimona. I could do like light. That's kind of how she refers to her. Gamora is the light that guides trainer, then it'd be Nimona's, or then it'd be Gita's light. Overwhelming power, such amazing skill. Yeah, ooh, I could do power. I don't think we're winning this. I should have healed, but whatever. Yeah, he tried to yawn me again, idiot head. Oh yeah, it seems like I was getting another wonderful trainer to be proud of when you beat her. I could do like pride. Once again, not great, but it grammatically functions. Or like, she refers to it as an honor, like it's an honor to fight you and shit. Like, be like Gita's honor. Oh yeah, it becomes a treasure of Paldea. I could do treasure. Like, a lot of this is just sort of tangentially related, but that's kind of how a lot of these have been. Okay, so it's been Calm Minding. I haven't been paying any attention, by the way. And yeah, your Pokemon trainers are the treasure of Paldea, and amid the treasure champions are the jewels that shine brightest. Cool line. And otherwise it could be like shine, but like, I don't know if that one works, or jewels. I'm just kind of throwing things in there. Now you're doing this an example for all the trainers. I could Gita's example makes it sound like she's like executing somebody. Which preferably not. Okay, yeah, we just need a physical attacker here, to be honest. Oh, jeez. Oh yeah, I guess we could do assessment as well, like Guido's assessment. Once again, kind of boring. Tangentially related. Do, 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 do. Okay, let's see. What do we have for physical? I mean, we have a decent bit of physical. So we also notice Surf and like Psychic. I mean, I could go you probably. Or it could go any physical ground. See, it's what, 364, 365. I mean, it's kind of the same thing. Earthquake probably is slightly better. Try you. Anyway. We're still weak to water. I guess we would have been if we went other person. Maybe we should have went Iron Leaves. Well, we'll see how it goes. Oh boy. Oh yeah, the respect you two share is palpable, even a bit enviable to be honest. I could do respect. Like, a lot of this is just, as I said, kind of boring. Option-wise. I'm trying. Oh yeah, we're also weak to Psychic. I'm so stupid. We're weak to both its stabs. Or 2 out of the 3 stabs, because it now is a poison stab, but whatever. Yeah. Oh crap. I do everything in my power to nurture young and up and coming talent. I don't want to call it like nurture, that feels weird. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, she uses in my stead again. as a phrase, but it's not coming up that much. Are you feeling their duties as beacons of strength and inspiration? Yeah, I mean, I could do beacon. I don't think I Terra here. We're going down next turn no matter what. We lose the attack boost, but it is what it is. Oh yeah, Brilliance she refers to a lot. Like, a lot of this is just nice and vague. I like how when I started doing this, I was like skimming it. Now I'm just literally reading everything. Okay. Yeah, oh, I mean, I would have lost the attack boost anyway, so... This is pretty close, but I think we'll be okay. Maybe. I mean, we did just get slapped, but... I mean, there's the whole inspection. I mean, I could do, like, Vito's inspection, but, like, does that really work, even? It's just, I mean, that's basically been every fucking nickname I've been considering for Galimit, though. Don't you dare yawn immediately after. I'm getting close to finishing it with this one. Okay, there we go. Funny enough, yeah, the Slowking we have, we traded over a Slowpoke and evolved it from Violet. Like, I could technically take this one instead. That way it's like, oh, I got it all by myself, but I don't think it really matters. No, I'm gonna say no. Okay. I was debating, but I don't think it's necessary. And we're back to getting nothing. Okay, cool. Excuse me. Let's go back for the poison one over this way, I think. Oh boy. Yeah, this naming thing ended up being a little bit bigger of a task than I intended, and that's, I mean, that's entirely my fault, but, you know. I like getting my nicknames right, you know? At least for certain Pokemon. Oop, we'll go Great Tusk here. Oh yeah, then we should probably check our EXP candies again, because we were getting semi-close last time. Ba-ba-ba. Okay, it's Academy Tournament. In the battle. Oh yeah, like inspiration she brings up. Like I mean, a lot of her shtick is like, hello, welcome. A lot of Gita's shtick is just like, yeah, like looking for good role models, I guess. Which kind of leads to a lot of those words being considered for her limit. And then yeah, maybe shine as brightly as the future of Paldea, Glamora. I feel like there's something with that. Okay, where was... Okay, the ghost one I think is just in an awkward spot. Actually, well, we could just fly over here. Back to watch this live! Yippee! Yeah, I'm currently doing a few Terra raids while picking out a couple nicknames for rated Pokemon from the Blueberry coaches. So, kind of going back and forth between the two. Okay, wait. I'm just being paranoid, but I'm pretty sure this wasn't shiny. Nope, I'm just being paranoid. Okay. Not that I even need it. I already have the full line because of the event outbreak stuff. Oop, ah. Okay. Yep. There we go. Ooh, I don't know which actually here. Let me take a look at ours. I know we've put EVs. I think it's definitely more physically defensive. We probably want a special attacker here for ghost type. Okay, yeah. For some reason I almost brain farted and immediately went into electric grass. You have a question? Sure, hit me with it. 41 on you. I'm just sort of taking a look. 26. At special attackers that could work here. Yeah, I think Goldengo might be the best option. We'll give it a go. Is there any way to evolve Scyther without trading? Unfortunately not in Scarlet and Violet. The only way to do it would be to transfer it via Pokemon Home to Legends Arceus, and then you can use the Metal Coat or the other item, whatever it is, I'm blanking out, to get Scizor or Cleavor. But that's the only way to do it without trading with another player, would be to transfer it to Legends Arceus. So. A little annoying. I feel like they should have found a better way to do that. But no. Okay, that does a decent bit of damage. Doesn't do a ton to us. We should be fine here. You just got a shiny Scyther. Ooh. It is, the evolved ones are really nice. Yeah, it's a shame that it's kind of a pain to evolve them. Oh, did my ability activate because it would have otherwise paralyzed me? Might have. Yep, so much for tearing next turn. Nah. She likes the word bright and like shining and all that. I mean that sort of vibe. Friendly rivalry and more lively and energized. I don't know if I want to do energy. That doesn't quite fit her. And for new heights, you use all of your achievements. Yep. Okay, I've gone through everything. So how's your? My day's been going pretty good, pretty relaxed. Nothing too exciting happened. But nothing bad happened either. So, okay. So we just have Cyrano's the shiny Blitzel, and that will be the last one I need to at least brainstorm nicknames for. His page is actually a lot shorter than I'd expect. I feel like he seems like he should have said a lot, but I guess he doesn't actually say all that much. I'm gonna try a heal. See if I can avoid going down. Let me see. Oh yeah, he calls what's his face? Veli. Director Clavel. I don't think naming the shiny Blitzel Veli really works, but I'll put it as an option. Cyrano, I think I might know what I want to do, but I'm not 100% confident. No, he has different lines if you've completed the Teal Mask or not. That's kind of interesting. Oh yeah, so if you've completed the Teal Mask, Harmon recommends you, he says, but if not, he just says you've left an impression. That's interesting. This is actually a little closer than I would have thought. I guess he is. Dundozer is pretty bulky, and I think it was boosting its defenses at some point. Okay, that doesn't really affect us. I'm just gonna go for it and hope it works out. Yeah, we got a life here as long as we don't go down here. It did also have a Spadef drop. Oh, it's so close. Actually lived, damn. Woo! Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, I mean, I guess I could name it Blueberry. I didn't really think about that, but that seems like an obvious choice for the Shiny Blitzel, huh? Although Cyrano's Blueberry... It's not the worst. But... Hey, we got a Herba Mystica! Spicy one! It's just one, but given the past, like, 3 5-stars we did today, we didn't get anything Herba Mystica related. I will gladly take it. Oh, crap. What do we want to head to next? I can go back around this way. Check out the one over here. Go from there. Oh. I was gonna say, yeah, maybe what we do here is once I finish brainstorming this, we can start catching... Or going for the legendaries, because it's going to take a little bit to catch some of them. We could use that as a chance to narrow down some of the options. That is probably the easiest way to go about this, but... So I, you know, don't just do terror raids all night again. Okay. Look at how blue the place is. I'm not naming it blue. Even if it is a blue or shiny, which is kind of funny, which I'm assuming is intentional. Terra phenomenon. Oh yeah, it talks about a terrestrial phenomenon there. Brings up how, yeah, Lacey's father is a gym leader. He gives you the uniform. I don't think I want to name the Blueberry, or the Blueberry, the Shiny Blitzel uniform, but I'll put it down just in case. What? Oh yeah, I wanted to look at the, whoa, the thingamabobs. The EXP candies, that's what it was. Oh boy. Let's use some here real quick. On who, I'm not exactly sure. Let's see. I could just pick someone that I think would be potentially useful in Terra raids. And there's not a lot of newly introduced Pokemon that I haven't had the chance to use in some capacity. Or that are not already powered up. Which, it's most appealing in that regard. Would be to pick something I haven't used. I mean, I can see what else there is, just in general interesting things. I mean, I haven't had the chance to use, like, what trio? I named it Red Doug Trio. Clever. You know, we haven't powered up Toad Scroll. May as well do that. Don't know if I'll ever actually use it for anything, but... something. Even more physically or specially, you're pretty mixed from the looks of it. Power Whip. Ooh. Yeah, screw it. 85 accuracy is not terrible. I'll do 5 more. Well, 88. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty high level. Went from 45 to 88. Can't complain about it. Let's just go back over this way real quick. Let's see where we're gonna go fly off to, and then I'll keep looking at names. There's like a good spot with just a lot of them. Over here works pretty well. So, go for this one first, as it is slightly in a different direction. Woohoo! 3-star! Everyone cheer! I may as well do it. Fashion, she can for salons in Paldea. Okay. Talks about designing the biome. Or like the thing. Terrarium. I mean, I guess he talks about the core, but like yeah, a lot of these I'm not sure I'm even committing to, but I'll put core as an option. I don't see why I'd pick it though. He talks about the Terrarium core. Crystal energy. Oh yeah, Briar put it together, that's right. He didn't even put it together, just in his place. Oh yeah, and then it's after catching Terrapagos. Da da da. Or people visit. Oh yeah, and then he talks about the coaches. Here, let me pay attention to where I'm going real quick. Also, just on the off chance, you never know if you find a shiny. Better to keep your eyes out and not get anything than to not keep your eyes out and miss something. That you can quote me on that, I guess. I don't know why you would, but you can. Another 3-star. That's okay. Okay. Oreo from Paldea. Cost BP. Oh yeah, and then his nickname was Saffron. That I already had written down. He's the secret boss, but I don't... I mean, once again, I could use the name Secret, but that's kind of boring. I mean, once again, I'll write it down just because I don't have that many options, but we'll run with it. He's like, I'm the strongest person here. Yeehaw. Like, I'm not gonna hold back. I like how I'm just reading the most generic quotes. As if they're like something crazy. I'm also like, yeah, I don't want to just sit here in silence while I'm just reading, so I gotta verbally state a few things here and there. Like a true commentator would. We are... Actually, I can just do King Game, but we are not finding any interesting terror raids over here. How about this move? Yeah, it's been a few decades since his last defeat, apparently. I don't know if I can do anything with that, though. Get the secret boss. Oh yeah, the Blueberry King / Queen. How do you fancy that name? And then yeah, he just wants to trade after that. Looks like if it's very special, you know its coloring is pretty rare, so take pretty good care of it. I'm not naming it color. Okay, that's pretty much everything we're getting. Okay, that one I didn't find too much for Cyrano, but I was pretty happy with the 2 nicknames I had anyway. You need to find the 6-star. I could try the 6-star, although that would require me to actually pay attention. So I think for now I'm gonna pass on it. I think we'll just do this grass one maybe, and then I want to go try to catch some legendaries because I believe I have 15 from the DLC. Okay, another 3-star. I don't even. It's not even worth fighting, but I'm already here. I may as well. I can take a quick peek. So yeah, what do we have? We have, in order of just me receiving them, Tracheon, Spectrier, Necrozma, Cobalion, Lugia, Lunala, Zekrom, Rayquaza, Kyurem, Virizion, Kyogre, and Latias. I think I might try to do this in a, like, less interesting to more interesting manner. Granted, that's just subjective. But maybe I will lead with the legendary Sword Trio and go for the Tracheon, Virizion, Cobalion. And then maybe see about doing, like, Latias. Save some of, like, the box cover legendaries for later on. Because I highly doubt we're gonna... Not even that. There's no way in hell we're catching all of these today. Oh yeah, I should have won a physical attacker. That was dumb of me. Oops. And then once we kind of get into the flow with these guys, I can see if I want to at least knock out some nicknames. Because some of these Pokemon I've given, like... Because these were the ones I did not know what I wanted to name them. I have, like, 15 names. So, I gotta, like, knock a lot of them out. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh. And if I just happen to think of any other new ones, I'll take a look, but... Or I'll add them to the list, but I don't think. So, cool. Okay. Let's do... I guess I'll do them in my least to most favorite order of the 3. So we'll do Cobalion, Virizion, Terrakion. So Cobalion, the hint was, Impaldea pranced down from a cliff, led him to a famed waterfall, dashed off into the bamboo grove. Okay, so that's somewhere over in here, presumably. Let's go over to here. And get legendaries. Let's go. Through the second DLC, you can get a bunch of the old legendaries. By completing blueberry quests. But it's DLC only. Okay, we are full health. What do I want to bring for Cobalt? Wow, that was... Oh, this would actually be a really good spot to shiny hunt these guys, wouldn't it? Because I could just go back and forth from the Pokemon Center, I think, right? I just do this. Does that despawn him? Oh, no, it doesn't. Never mind. Okay, never mind. This spot isn't... Yeah, never mind. Pokemon Center doesn't despawn him. I like how I'm just checking this now out of curiosity. I keep saying I want to do more shiny hunting, so... Wait, does going out here despawn him? If I go back and forth? No. Okay. Just checking. A man can dream. I figure I might as well try to shiny hunt a Pawniard instead because I want the full line at some point or another. Okay, Cobalion. So yeah, I mean, King Hunk's gonna be our main guy. Odds are we won't even need anyone other than King Hunk for this. Let's see. Oh wait, do we actually, out of curiosity, do we have a catch thing for fighting types? Because we might be able to knock out 2 of these at once. And not have to, you know, make a bunch of sandwich, or minimize the sandwiches we need to make. Yeah, we could do a great jam sandwich, which, oh, that's like super cheap. Just strawberry jam and yogurt. I'll wait until we find Cobalion. If we don't find Virizion in that time, it doesn't really matter. Because, yeah, this, as I said, is super cheap. So, Cobalion, yeah, is fighting and steel. Yeah, we can't do fairy types. That is an interesting type. We can bring you. Bring you. You. That works. I mean, most of these guys are just gonna be here in case something happens and Kingambit goes down. It'd be very funny if this was the exact same location as where the Kubfu was. I can't imagine it's the exact same, though. Right? Okay, because Kubfu was right over here. So let me reread the hint one more time real quick before I get it. Hopefully I don't get attacked here. In Paldea pranced down from a cliff, led him to a famed waterfall, dashed off into a bamboo grove. Okay, so he could be either above or somewhere in this forest. Let's go up first, is my guess, given it mentions him dashing down. Yep, found him. Okay, that was easy. Much better than some of the other mons that I spent way too long looking for. Do a quick save, get attacked by a Pupitar. Hopefully this area won't be too laggy. Picnic, we're gonna make sandwich number 13. Oh wait, I meant to take photos of it. Man, we can just do it after. It's fine. Or after I make the sandwich. I'm not being that efficient about it. Especially over 3 ingredients. Silver for Cobalion. Me just picking the cheapest pick and trying to like justify it as some like big intentional decision. Strawberry jam and yogurt. This seems like it'd be an interesting sandwich theoretically in real life. Probably not very good, but it could work. Why do you need the set? It gives me catching power fighting level 2, so it'll make it easier to catch fighting type Pokemon. Thus making it easier to catch Cobalion. Ideally. Oh, I do just realize, yeah, I guess using False Swipe on him's gonna suck. Yeah, I'll make it work. Oh god, yeah, and we're quad weak to fighting. Okay, this could go a little awkwardly. I might have to soak it to turn it into a water type, to be honest. Then it'd lose the stab boost and it would take neutral from normal attacks. Although once we get it paralyzed and at 1 HP, we really only need... We don't need King Gambit out anymore, so... Oh, Spoink's joining the photo. What a silly. Spoink's like, what the hell is this thing? I think they have like 2 movements, right? Okay, you really like lifting your head up. Honestly, it is kind of cool to see it. Here. I'm not like a huge Cobalion fan, but I feel like it's grown on me a little over time. Oh, there you go, looking... Okay. Let's say hello to Cobalion. Oh! Goes on its hind legs. Looked away for just a second there, almost missed it. Okay, let's start with the Thunder Wave, level 70. Oh, that's not good at speed. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Do I switch and try to do chip damage? I'm not sure. We'll outspeed at least. We have leftovers. We'll figure it out as we go. I don't know what ball I want to catch this in, to be honest. I didn't really get that far. I could Tau Cleave on it. See how much that does. Because it does more than the False Swipe. Oh my god, that's right, if I hit it with a Dark Attack. Oh, okay. The Swords Dance, Sacred Sword. And it's +3. Okay, yeah, we go down if it hits us. Paraflinch. That actually would have fainted, funny enough. Oh, I'm dead. You know what? It's in red HP. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've had better days. This would be a great time to have, like, an Intimidate Mon. I don't want to catch this in. The Great Ball's probably the best option. Nightfall's not terrible, but something about it doesn't quite feel right. Aim at Netball. I guess Quick Ball actually does not look the worst, but... Well, Type Ball's not terrible. Let's try a few Great Balls, we'll see how it goes. You have to go to bed? Okay, thanks for that buy, appreciate it. Let's see, what is its other move? I have to assume it is a Steel move. We know 3 out of the 4 of its moves. I'm debating. Do we want to try? I'm debating. I'm going back and forth on what I want to catch this thing in. Like, none of it quite matches perfectly, which is why I'm debating. We'll try that dive ball. It's a little fancier. Okay. Still, I'm only seeing 3 moves. Unfortunately, we're also running on a really low catch rate here, but Iron Head, yeah. Oof. It was a crit. Okay. I mean, actually, for being +5, I think, or +6 at this point, that could have been a lot worse. Yeah, it would have been +6. Okay. We did have decent counters for this. I don't know what I'm bringing for Iron Leaves just yet. Bombardier probably works pretty well. Although, nah, it's new for the fighting, though. How was I getting... Wait, how did I get Bombardier out of that? I'm trying to think now. How did I even... For some reason, I was thinking of Iron Leaves being psychic. Duh. No, that... Yeah. Not fighting. Duh. Okay. Although flying types are probably pretty good against it. Kilowatch Roller or Flamigo. The fact that it can only actually hit us with 1 move is pretty good. In terms of money and stuff, I don't really have much of a need to reset if we use a bunch of balls. Okay, or I don't need to reset at all. Cool, that actually went shockingly well. We're not going to nickname this. We haven't nicknamed any of the legendaries as of yet. I'm still not 100% sure what I want to do. But that is Copalion. Where'd it go? Actually, I might have went by the other legendaries. It did not. Oh, wait, no. It's wherever the first gap is. Oh, God, we're going to have to go find this. Hang on. So I don't because it's not in a dex. We can't even search for it. Okay, there's Copalion. Cool. That worked out better than I would have thought. Cool. Not a good nature, but that's fine. Yeah, I mean, it had a decent bit of PP to work with, so. Okay, we're gonna do Virizion next. Let's see. Actually, you work pretty well for this. You work pretty good. You work really solidly. Once again, you actually work well. And you. Okay. This one should be a little easier, maybe. I mean, we're still quite weak to fighting. What's the description? Resting among the trees in Paldea, trees all done up in these mysterious patterns, in parentheses, graphii, fanciful trees. Okay, so it's probably somewhere in this forest. Yeah, okay. At first I thought it might be the area to the north of Casseroya Lake, because I just keep thinking something's going to be over there. But this seems like this area, so hopefully it won't be laggy. I don't know what I want to catch this. This is probably going to be a nest ball. I'm not using like a friend ball or anything like that. That's just too inconsistent. I thought that was a bush, I'm gonna be honest with you! Oops! Sorry, buddy, have a nice day. Okay, so this could be like anywhere in here, I feel like. Strudel Outbreak, granted, I would not shiny hunt in here. At least not in this spot where it's laggy. That sounds awful. Graphite does have a pretty cool looking shiny. Don't know. I might be better off going for like Strudel in one of the early areas that it spawns in. With just an encounter power if I really wanted it. Not like super high on my priority list though. So it just says resting among the trees. Trees all the mysterious fanciful trees to find. Yeah, I don't think we're getting anything super specific. It's probably just somewhere in the area. Presumably, hopefully. We'll stumble into it, I'm sure. Hopefully, maybe. It is kind of awkward because like my instinct is to look more down because it tends to lag less. Unfortunately, I cannot do that here. I would assume it's not like above. Yeah, there it is. Do a save. I think another one that's kind of grown on me a little bit over time. Not as much. I mean, I always was like decently like Virizion, but was never strongly opinionated on it. I mean, I've always been the Terrakion type of person for whatever reason. You got some sass to you. You gotta respect the sass. Yeah, honestly, you would look good in a friend ball. It's just not worth the energy. Get a little closer. Okay. Wait, do we heal? I think we did. Cool, okay. For a second I doubted that I healed. Okay, so we definitely... This one we can false swipe, actually. This is why this one would be the easiest. Because false swipe's not an issue. That did a lot. Thankfully we did not miss. Yeah, thankfully we have not run into too many legendaries that have problematic moves in terms of... Oh, that's not good. We're going down that way. Fuck. I should have brought a different... I should have brought a different false swiper. Hit this with Leaf Blade. Oh, but it is the high crit rate. Well, as I said, I didn't care if I used extra sandwich ingredients. Yeah, we haven't run into too many Pokemon with like super problematic move pools. You know, not a lot of like... I think Groudon had Rest and Ho-Oh might have had Recover, although that never came into effect. But yeah, not a lot. Maybe what we do here... I do like the Paralysis. Maybe we quickly just switch False Swipe in on Sarah Ledge, because I think Sarah Ledge is staying with us here anyway. At least for this one. It's not going to be for Terrakion. We might have to find another... something. But... Because, yeah, I can't even use, like, Runation super effectively against it. Super Fang could work, depending on the mon. Okay, yeah, so King Hunk might unfortunately go down again, but... What's gotta happen's gotta happen. Okay, I think it was number 13. Oh, that's right, it views the... It's funny how it views the legendaries as people. I wonder if that Leaf Blade crit even mattered, funny enough. It might. It probably did. Well, I guess we can change the color up now. Green for Virizion! Yeehaw! There's a reason I saved in front of it. I mean, I'm pretty sure it would just respawn tomorrow, but... You know. Why respawn it tomorrow when I can just catch it today? Munch. Probably could have thought that switching through a little better. But that's okay. Great power ghost, no way! And yeah, after we get Terrakion, we won't need the fighting ones anymore. There are multiple Psychic, it looks like, and multiple Dragon. So we might lean into that next, we'll see. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, so we know it is, yeah, Leaf Blade, post-combat, Sacred Sword, something else? Let's just go, like, perfectly fine this time. I mean, it kind of depends on if this thing clicks close combat or not. And at what HP I'm at when it clicks it. That's nice. And honestly, this would go pretty hard in a friend ball. Okay, then. We'll probably take one. Yeah. Okay, we can switch now. Guess I didn't need False Swipe on Sarah Ledge. So we could do the whoop. Whoop. Forgot to do that when I was fighting Cobalion, or catching Cobalion. You know, let's go you. Okay, I mean, I can use this as an opportunity if I really want to go through some of these nicknames, although I'm kind of enjoying the focus. Okay, it does have Sword Stance. Cool! We know its whole move pool. As of yet, I have not lost interest. Ooh. Nestball, even though it doesn't have like the brown on it, the Nestball green is probably a little more accurate, because this is, I think, too dark and vibrant. Yeah, see, like, the friend ball works so well here. I would try it, but it's probably a regular catch rate, regular Pokeball catch rate. Well, you do have the black on you as well. We'll give a couple Nest Balls a throw, see if we get lucky, and if not, maybe we switch over to Dusk. I mean, it's not nighttime, so... Just kind of feel out what it seems like the Virizion wants to be caught in. That's how that works, right? Maybe the spot here is actually not too laggy. Probably helps that we're looking at, like, a wall. I don't know if that was intentional or not. I guess I could... I wonder if... I guess if I talk to the Pokemon from behind, would that change the direction in which we'd be battling it? I honestly couldn't tell you. I could try that on Terrakion if I really wanted to. If I think of it. And yeah, at some point we gotta come up with a naming scheme for all the legendaries, which... no clue what that's gonna be. But we'll figure it out. And I also, yeah, I have no clue what I'm bringing for Terrakion. I mean, because what, like, water doesn't resist rock, I don't think. Like, so I was like, I could bring Veluza, but like, I don't know if it's gonna get me very far. I mean, ghost types are still generally pretty good. Annihilate would probably work fine. I mean, it's pretty rare to go through multiple Pokemon in these anyway. Oh, I might actually bring a Soakmon again. I was talking about that, bring like Dondozo. Yeah, kind of fuck with the Nest Ball here. I mean, I could try a Dust Ball and just sort of see how it looks when it breaks out, or if it just catches. I kind of dig the Nest Ball. I think that the green and the... it's just too, like, intensive colors on the Dust Ball. Okay, never mind. It's not even nighttime. Maybe because I'm in a forest? I guess Virizion wanted to go in the Dusk Ball. I guess it's in a Dusk Ball. Not night. Maybe the forest counts as night. Hang on, let me look this way while I do this just to minimize lag. I mean, I could technically reset. Do I care enough? Let me see. I'm debating. I'm debating the unnecessary. You were faster than I'd expect you to be. I mean, it's fine enough, I think. I shouldn't do the thing where I overthink everything. Cool! That is Virizion. I mean, it still matches good enough. Next will be Terrakion. So Terrakion, rock climbing quite high. Just make out Cortando in the distance off to the south. So that means it's going to be north of Cortando, I'm pretty sure. We had this issue once before where I was like in the entirely wrong place because I was misunderstanding how the description worked. So off to the south. So it's somewhere probably on the walls over there. We'll do a heal and we'll figure it out. This one might be a little harder to spot. We'll see. I mean, the first two were nice, so I appreciate that. And then we'll lead with our soaker. Sounds so stupid. Sorry, it also does not help that soaking is a term in Mormon stuff. Not term more, but it's like a term that Mormons use. Mormon, like, I don't know if teenagers is the right word, but you know, college age people maybe, I don't know, use to not break the vow of sex before marriage. I'll leave it at that. Okay, yeah, you would be pretty good here. You're not the worst. Dondozo's just generally bulky. You could work, assuming it doesn't have a ground move. Although you're, I keep getting things that are like neutral in multiple capacities. Like I'm like, that's good, and I go, oh wait, no, it's... I mean, it doesn't have to resist everything. Actually, you're still probably pretty good here. You know what, sure, that's good enough. Let's not overthink it. Because we only send out 2 Pokemon ever anyway. I'll get rid of Crunch for Soak. And I think we lead with Dondozo then. And then we fixed Bob's moves, right? Yeah. Cool. Let's go. So Cortando's to the south, so it's somewhere up this way most likely. Sorry, Fido. We found a dog. Yeah, let's go this way. I mean, some of these legendaries have caught very nicely. Actually, I wonder if the Swords of Justice have a higher catch rate than some of the other legendaries. We were looking, because it seemed like around Gen 5 or Gen 6 is when catch rates were increased for legendaries. Or for at least some of them. Okay, so Cortando is to the south, so I think we want to stay a little more over this way. I would assume it's higher. It's probably over there more. I'm gonna Quick check right around this area just to be safe. Meeps. I mean, because it could theoretically be around here. I don't know, you know, how strong we're going to push the definition of south. I'm going to assume it means like south-south and not like within a 45-degree angle of south. Beep beep boo. I'm like paranoidly checking every fletchling I see now. This is what the event did to me with the shiny fletchlings. So yeah, rock climbing quite high. It doesn't say much. I'm assuming it's this way more though. I would presume it's not that close to the Pokemon League building. I guess I would have been smarter to start at the top as opposed to the bottom, but I'm kind of here now, so we're just going to wing it. I'm pretty sure it's going to be higher, though. He did say quite high. Somewhere up here would make sense. Yeah. I don't know how high, but he did emphasize high. There it is! Okay, Flittle, you are unfortunately standing directly in the path of my photo. Oop. Oh yeah, that's right, we reset. My good old front-facing feller. It is such a fun... Where did you... There's Bombardier up here? It is such a funny front-facing sprite. Okay, that one was just on me. Jeez Louise. Woe is me. No. That was my Dondozo eat noise, apparently. Oh, Numa wants to say hi. Who am I to deny a Numala hello? It's little like waddle up to us. It's so cute. I know we're supposed to be looking at the legendary. Son of a. Capsicum, why? You got one more chance, buddy. I'll give you one more shot to not make me have to faint you while I'm taking my photographs. Looks so funny from an angle. This Capsicum is going to attack me, isn't it? Give me. Shockingly, no. Okay, well, this one is. Oh, to stomp. Stumpy stomp. Stomp. Go do your little look back and forth. Stomp. Nope, he wants to do stompy stomp. Okay. I warned you. You wanna fight me? You wanna fight me? That was... I was expecting to hit it with water and not just slap it with her tail, but that works too. Let there be a warning to every Capsicum in the area. Anyway, I gotta get my front facing a little more. Hang on, wait. Okay. Let's go. There was another Capsicum. Okay, maybe not quite the sound I'd expect it to make, but the way I voiced it, not the text itself. I made it a little more wolf-esque. I can't believe I did it a second time. This is not the first time I've done that. Okay. Son of a... Okay, Stone Edge is fine. This is not the first time I forgot about the Assault Vest on Dondozo. Should have just brought Tatsugiri, apparently. Yeah, close combat and I'm donezoed. I mean, at this point, its attack's already raised. Do I just Tau cleave it? I think it justified. Who cares? I guess I could also Terra. There we go. We at least got good damage. Please don't close combat. Okay. This doesn't even do that much, I don't think. Come on, one more turn. I don't live that, do I? You held on! You're down at King Honk! Oh, baby, I have to keep you in. I'm so sorry. Poor thing keeps feigning. Maybe it'll para miss or something. Let's go! King Honk gets to survive! Oh, my poor baby. What a hero. A hero of catching. Look at you. I think he probably take Stone Edges decently. Woo! Give me. Let's go, McUncle. I have no clue what I'm catching this in, I'm gonna be honest. And Ultra doesn't quite work. Yeah, like, none of these really work all that well, if I'm being honest. I think the Luxury Ball, unfortunately, works the best. Like, there are people on the Timer Ball have some decency to them. But I think we gotta go, I think we go Luxury Ball. This is gonna suck for my wallet, but whatever. Unless we just catch it first ball. Okay, second ball. I think I see a Gimme Ghoul, like, on that little mountain-ish thing right behind Terrakia. Yeah, seeing like that angle, it does have kind of a cool texture on it. Sorry if I gotta get a quick zoom in on it. May as well. That's okay. Got my hopes up for a sec. And so far, I've been engaged in the catching. At some point, we'll try to do a couple nickname things. But I'm down to go for another legendary or two, honestly. Assuming this doesn't take me like 30 minutes to get this in a luxury ball for some reason. I mean, leftovers. I think we actually have recover. Do we have recover? We do, yeah. So like, we should be fine. As long as it doesn't get like multiple Stone Edge crits. Or Stone Edge crit right now, I guess, actually would be a concern. Yeah, I don't know. This might go poorly. We'll see. I mean, it only should have 5 Stone Edge PP, and I think it's already used like 3 of them, so... Now we just send out ghost types, and we're fine. Wah! We might end up here for a bit, we'll see. I mean, to be fair, we had pretty damn good luck. I mean, especially with Cobalion getting it in the dive ball relatively quickly. I don't know if Horizon had a boost from being in the forest for the Dusk Ball. I was gonna say, we have to go to Puerto Marinada again. We gotta see about an auction. I don't know why I just thought of that now. I'm like, I gotta keep going back, even though there's like barely anything ever that interesting. Occasionally you can buy one of the rare Pokeballs, though. I guess that's really all I'm looking for. And maybe some rare food ingredients, just to get extra, but even then, I really only need wasabi. Yeah. And we actually have multiple psychic types, I'm looking, because we have Necrozma, Lugia, Lunala, Latias. And then in terms of dragon, we got Zekrom, Rayquaza, Kyurem, Latias. And then Lunala and Spectre both goes. So there's definitely some crossover. Kyogre's kind of just on its own. I think we go Latias next. Part of me wants to save Rayquaza for later, but at the same time we already have the shiny Rayquaza, so it's not like Rayquaza's new. I think Latias is a good pick next. We'll see what's easier to go for, Psychic or Dragon. Did we get all our health back from leftovers? I think we did. Of course, the non-cooperative one is the one that costs 3 times more per ball. Okay, you know, it could have been worse. It could have been worse. Cool, cool. Let me give you your move back. We will need Soak again for Spectrier and Lunala at some point. But I will worry about that when the time comes. Let me take a quick peek. Yep. They all have pretty similar moves. Got plus speed minus defense nature. Woo! Yeah, there been some fun balls. Yeah, we have a little. The space doesn't work out quite ideally right now, but we have space in here, so our space is in a much better place than it was when we got the ability to catch the legendaries. Hang on, I'm grabbing this Gimme Ghoul that I pointed out. Okay, let's. How many was that? 50. Goddamn! Chill. And has to be rich. Okay. Oop. Yeah, so then Latias is next. So Backstroke in the sea to the south of Paldea came ashore to rest on a sand in the shadow of some cliffs to find Latias. Okay, there's probably a couple places that could be, but it isn't. It shouldn't be too hard to find, I don't think. Hopefully, maybe. More confidence has never been had. Thanks, Nest Boss. Okay. Actually, how many? Yeah, okay. Okay. In the sea to the south of Paldea. Okay, so it's south Paldea. Okay, that's a huge range. There's this little beach. Came ashore to rest on the sand in the shadow of some cliffs. So it could be that area. Probably not here. Could be here. But I think we've been over here. Let's fly here just to see. Oh, and then we should switch our team up a little bit. This thing might have like a healing move. But yeah, so this implies that it's going to be somewhere on the sand, presumably. Yeah, we've been over here. We'll check the other spot. If it's not there, then we can begin to panic a little. I also should heal. Thankfully, King Gambit here should work really well. But we'll prep our whole team just on the off chance. I'm not sure exactly what ball I'm going to use here. I feel like it's probably going to just be a regular Pokeball or Premier Ball. I'll take a look when we're actually in the fight, but that's what I'm generally feeling. Yeah, so it seems like Dark types are going to be pretty good here. I actually do not see a world where King Gambit faints. to be honest, the more I think about it. Unless it, for some reason, has, I don't know, Focus Blast. I don't think it could even learn that. The things that resist Psychic and Dragon. Or just have General Bulk. What's this? I mean, anything that's a Dark type kind of just works here. You work quite well. Not you. I could just bring you. And you, sure. Let me see what sandwich we're making now that we're switching gears a little. So, Dragon 2, there is quite a few options. Level 6, number 69, the Great Refreshing Sandwich is pretty affordable. Psychic, there actually is not a Psychic 2. Okay, that's unfortunate. Is there like a Psychic 2 I can buy? No. Okay, that's gonna suck for Necrozma. But it is what it is. Okay. Looks like we'll go Dragon and then we can use that to potentially switch things up. Or we can, not switch it, to pick our next target. Which maybe we do just do Rayquaza, since that one's less interesting. Well, the Rayquaza is just kind of cool, you know? And I'll probably catch it in a ball nobody's ever caught it in before, a Dusk Ball. Not like the obvious matching color scheme. So, hopefully it's somewhere over here? If not, nope, it's here. I was gonna say, if not, uh-oh, but no uh-ohs here. Maybe! Latias is cute. Oh, it do a little... It's a glide. Bobby. I think these Latias and Latios are quite good for auto battling because they move very fast from what I know. Oh my god, babies! Even the Latias is like, babies? You know, we're such sillies. They gonna cheer me on for this Latias fight? Not me. A couple photos of... I've been getting photos of all the legendaries. It's kind of nice. Burp. Oh, it's coming on land to say hello. Okay. Pleasure to meet y'all. I'm gonna go over here real quick and hopefully make a sandwich. Cool. Number 69, we said. Bit more expensive than the fighting stuff, but not too bad. Okay. Whee! I guess I didn't save. Well, I'll just save after, whatever. Also, encounter power fire. Okay, so currently we're going for Latias. We'll do a red flag for a red Latias. This is one of those shinies that would be, or one of those Pokemon that would be cool to get a shiny of. I don't know if it'll ever happen, but one day we'll see. The one unfortunate thing about shiny legendaries is, yeah, like there's really only, I mean, there's multiple methods, obviously, but the best methods are either Dynamax Adventures, which is a bit slow and a bit tedious and probably better done off stream, to be honest. To do like longer term grinding, and Sun and Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon wormhole resets, which I don't have a way to stream that. It's like a lose-lose. I mean, if I'm gonna do it, it's probably gonna be Dynamax Adventures. I mean, I would love to at some point make an alternate file for that. I don't know when, but maybe eventually. Whew. Hello, Latias. That Houndour makes sense, yeah. Do it. Beauty. Oh. Latias and Latias are very cute. I really like Latias in terms of cute. Nailed it. Cool. Does outspeed, but Thunder Wave should slow it right down. Yeah, I'll have to see if we find a use for some of these legendaries just in like Terra raids or something. Just because they're cool to use. A lot of times I don't have an excuse to use them, but this is a game where it's a lot easier to good job, King Kong. Get max. What? Oh, okay. Sure. I was gonna say it's mildly inconveniencing, but I was gonna say it's inconveniencing, but it's very mildly. It just took one extra hit, I think. What was I trying to say? I am doing the brain fart. Okay, yeah, this is definitely... You don't really have any black. The Tire Ball's not bad. And the Premier Ball's kind of cool. Yeah, let's go for the Premier Ball. I think. I mean, the Pokeball's nice, but it's also just a little boring. It's cool to kind of catch it in something a little more unique. Granted, every Latias that you get in Pokemon Go isn't a Premier Ball, but whatever. I feel like I just like cut myself off and now I'm entirely blanking on what I was gonna say, but something with something beats me. Okay, whatever. Couldn't have been that important if I blanked on it. It's me remembering to call 911. Okay, that's fine. So far, only a Psychic move that does damage. We don't know what its last move is. It's funny if it was like Calm Mind. Got excited! Yeah, because we got Dragon Boost. I think not Zekrom, I read Zekrom and then Kyurem. Those are Rayquaza's in between the two of them on my list. So Rayquaza is mountain climbing some mighty steep Paldean cliffs, looking down over the edge into sea of white mist to find Rayquaza. Okay, so that's somewhere around the Great Crater. That's kind of a big area. But that's the only place where there's a sea of white mist that covers the entire thing. After that, we could see about switching to Pokeballs. See, maybe it does maybe it prefers Pokeball. It's like this Premier Ball, too much white. Pokeball, good balance. Red and white. Yeah, Timer Ball in theory looks decent, but I don't know. There's too much black on it that it just isn't present on Latias. Yeah, I'll do 3 more, and then we'll try a couple Pokeballs after that, just for funsies. Okay. I'm excited for a sec. Okay, we'll try a few Pokeballs and we'll switch back to Premier Balls. I'm kind of just fine with either or, to be honest. Is it used its last move? I kind of started reading something on Discord real quick because my girlfriend was messaging me something. Just impastas. Now I'm just getting curious what its fourth move is. It'd be funny if it just had 3 moves. Yeah, we should have dragon power catching too, unless I mess something up. Okay. I don't think PP will become an issue for Latias, but if it does, we'll reset and try again, I guess. Ah, we got it, never mind! It was like, oh, you don't need to reset, buddy. I'll just give him the ball. Cool, I'll take a regular Pokeball. Probably slightly less interesting than the Premier Ball, but you know what? Still nice. Where did that go? That went over here. It had... oh, Healing Wish. Did it ever click it? Maybe it didn't, it just failed because there's no other Pokemon? No, it literally never clicked it. Okay, sure. My Spatak nature. It's just... cool. Okay, let's go look for Rayquaza. Funny enough, I was saying the Rayquaza thing and I went, oh yeah, I think this is one of the... I'm gonna go heal, so we'll start here. One of the, actually, I think the only screenshot I saw... oh no, actually, I do know where Kyurem is. I did see a screenshot that showed Rayquaza on the Outer Rim. And then Kyurem I accidentally saw in a video. Grant, I was pretty confident as to where it would roughly be. And then I just happened to see it in a video by pure chance because someone was shiny hunting and they just hadn't caught theirs. So Kyurem was standing there, but it was... in the area I was expecting it to be in. Maybe not the exact spot per se, but I would have found it within 5 minutes, I'm sure. So, but you gotta be transparent. Okay, Rayquaza. There's gonna be some flying, some dragon. I mean, these two are gonna Screamtail and Hunkdraulic are gonna be fine here. You probably work quite well. You get the job done, and you know what? Orthworm. Why not? Yeah, I have no clue where exactly the Rayquaza is. I just know it's on the Outer Rim, which, to be fair, when you see a sea of white mist, I don't think there was many other places it could be. So. Just being transparent. Not that it matters. If you're like, oh my god, dude, scandal, right? 100 pretended not to know where a Pokemon was, but actually did. Because he accidentally found out online. Scandalous. Yeah, so there are multiple kind of general places. I think this could be... because there's like multiple like flatter areas throughout the border. I think we're going to be better off flying, actually. Which, I think last time we climbed around this whole thing looking for the rich people in from Kitakami, we did not have the ability to fly. Also, that's right, there are Garchomps out here. And Magnezone, which is pretty sick. Yeah, I presume it'll be on like a flatter area. I don't even know if I'll actually be able to get a screenshot of it. It depends how much space we have. You know, when you can actually just fly around this whole thing, it isn't that... I'm like looking paranoidly at Garchomp. Just in case they're shiny, you never know. Pyro chilling. The Magnesium. It's gonna be real funny when I somehow don't find it. In which case, then I'll just start panicking. I mean, to be fair, Rayquaza was also quite big, so I'm pretty sure I could spot it if it was on my screen, hopefully. Up here? Maybe? No. Garchomp. Still fucking cool. I've already gone through half of it. This is a lot faster to fly around than I thought it was going to be, I'm going to be honest. I'm assuming, I wonder if the Magnezone and the Garchomps are like static spawns? Like, could you shiny hunt them normally, or would you have to do like a soft reset method for them? Not that I would bother. I'm just curious. Oh. Okay. I'm still occasionally finding items I've missed. That's kind of funny. I mean, the legendary hunt, I think I see it. Yep, there it is. Okay. I saw its tail sticking out. Let's get a save in. Okay. Hello there, mister. Okay, maybe not my best camera angle. We might have to... I'm trying. Actually, this might work. Rayquaza is obviously a cool Pokemon. I don't know who's arguing against that. Weirdos. No. I get how some people probably, it's just not their type of Pokemon, but you know. I mean, I probably also have just the nostalgia for it growing up on Gen 3, which helps, but just an interesting Pokemon. It definitely has like the grandiose feel to it. Okay, how much time we have left? 17 minutes. Okay, we'll be fine. I don't know if we'll have time for like Zekrom or Kyurem after this, but that's fine. That was not exactly how I'd write out that sound. I mean, Rayquaza also is just one of the best sound effects, I feel like. I don't know, it's such a, like a recognizable one. I have no clue what moves this is gonna have. Given Groudon had rest, there is a mild concern that this or Kyogre could have rest, but we'll see. Oh yeah, that's a good angle minus the text. Actually, and all the cutoff. So it's not a good angle. Trying to see what's like a good angle to... It's like too big. Okay, whatever. We'll go with this angle, I guess. Alright, can we go with... This angle kind of works. Ish. Is it Hyper Beam? I'm too busy trying to get a good angle. I can't actually see its HP bar. Okay, maybe this? There we go. Okay, it is going to take a decent bit of full swipes here. That's okay. Yeah, we're going for some 600 BST legendaries for a bit there. Now we're going for the big boys. What is it, 670, 680? A lot of what we have left is going to probably be in that range. Don't know about Necrozma or Spectrier, but everything else I would assume... Okay, so 3 out of the 4 attacks, Hyper Voice... Was it Hyper Beam? Dragon Pulse, something else? Oh yeah, this is another green mon. This one definitely does work okay with the Dusk Ball. Probably better than... Okay, well that's annoying. Probably better than the Nest Ball. Not a very exciting ball pick, but it's just easier. And plus it's nighttime right now. Get pranked. Did I ask music too? Yeah, I don't think I mean, it's so-so. I mean, this isn't as perfect either, but I think the Dust Ball... I mean, it could do, like, Luxury Ball. It's just a little different. It has the red on it. And a bit of yellow. Okay, we ball. We'll throw a couple Luxury Balls, see if we get lucky. If not, then maybe we switch to Dust Ball. Just kind of get a vibe. Maybe we'll see what the Rayquaza wants. This is a much better angle, actually. I don't know if I moved the camera if I could get back to this angle. Whack. Fuck you. Maybe we just go Dusk Ball. Let's just make this a little easier. Yeah, okay. Maybe we bring Taunt for Kyogre, because I know Kingambit can't have it. I mean, I have to be a lot more focused to keep track of when the Taunt's in, but that would work. Good job, King Hung. Gonna wake up next turn, so hopefully it doesn't just click Rest again. If it does, it does. I didn't really want it to. I mean, Rest One only has 10 PP. Granted, we're gonna run out of full swipes at that rate, but if it clicks Fly, I think we do Thunder Wave instead of full swipe just to save the PP, just in case. I'm gonna go for a Thunder Wave. Might just rat. Oh. I didn't go second. What? Are we speed tied? Okay, well, we might be here a while. Back to false swiping. Okay. Okay. No. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Are you okay, Rayquaza? Do we have to, like, PP stall this shit or something? Like, gosh dang. And if we get a little low on false swipes, we might have to figure out a plan B. This is my only false swipe. I mean, I could just use PP restoring moves, but I'm stubborn. I'm like, no items in battle, that is illegal. You'll get arrested. Didn't rest. It's gonna rest next turn. I want the Paralyze off too, so... By the time I get to throw a Dusk Ball, it's gonna be day again. Don't go to sleep! Okay. I think it is a... I swear it's a speed tie, but I might just be losing it. Maybe we were always faster and I'm just being dumb. Excuse me. Nope, yeah, I think it is a speed tie. That's pretty funny. I mean, we could actually literally confirm it once we catch it, but No, it's actually turning day. No, no, wait, no! Give me one Dusk Ball, please! Just give me a chance! That might be going to Luxury Ball. Oh, well that works! Cool! We got Rayquaza! I'm fine with it being in a Dust Ball. It looks generally pretty good for it, so cannot complain. So yeah, 160. Yep, it was in fact a speed tie. That's with a jolly nature, or timid nature. Kind of funny. Cool. I think we should have enough time to do one more, right? A little close. I think we go with Zekrom. Left Mesagoza to walk to Artisan. Shadow streaks across the sky to the east. Climb real high to catch a better look to find Zekrom. Okay. Hammer would be a little easier, but I think I want to still go Zekrom. Worst case, we just come back to it. Who should we bring for this? Probably Ground. I mean, a lot of the guys we have now actually work pretty well. Could do like you. You work quite well too. Yeah, that's probably good enough. Okay, left Mesagoza to walk to Artisan. Shadow streaks across the sky to the east. So somewhere, I think he's up here. Climbed real high to catch a better look to find Zekrom. Okay. That's at least my first guess. If not there, I mean, there are other little, like, mountain ranges and stuff. But we know it's up high, and we know it's in between Mesagoza and Artisan, so... Like, that itself, I think, is enough information to work off of. Hop, 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 hop. Let's see. Thought I saw a hidden item. Okay, maybe it was Flittle and I'm losing it. What too much Pokemon does to an MFer. Ah! Nailed it. Perfect sound effect replication. One day I'm gonna do a ROM hack where I just replace all the Pokemon noises with me. I gotta do like a meme ROM hack again, sort of like what we did with Oh, are we capped on Gimmighoul stuff? Damn. What we did with the Leaf Green Soul Link randomizer for like Emerald. That'd be a funny thing to do. Would be to replace some of the Pokemon sound effects with my own. I thought that Axie for a second was a shiny Rookity. That's not what shiny Rookity looks like. I don't know why. My brain was caught up on the Rookities and it's like the same size. I mean, there's been really good progress with the legendaries. I swear this has gone a lot better than some of the other ones did. At least as of now. Oh, there it is. I did not heal. Let me just like Lepa Berry False Swipe once to be safe. I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue. We're basically full HP from leftovers, so... We have a million Lepa Berries anyway. Yeah, so Zekrom. We have Reshiram currently. As a kid, I definitely preferred Zekrom. I mean, that's the reason I got white, most likely, over black when I was a kid. But I think as of now, I definitely prefer Reshiram. Zekrom's kind of cool still. I don't have anything against it. I think some of the details end up being a little hard to see just because of the darker colors, which is probably why I lean Reshiram, because I can I feel like I can make out some of the features better. And it might just be like a general like face thing too. I might like the face of Reshiram a little more. This is clearly a very important opinion I'm putting out right now into the world. I know everyone cares. Oh, I think I missed it looking at us. I don't have that much time to be taking photos. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a luxury ball too, I just realized, isn't it? Yep, that's fine. Yeah, okay. Sorry, this was something I thought was happening but didn't point out. They are definitely... Oh, I can't paralyze this. I didn't think about that. I could have soaked it. Oh well. They're reusing theme songs for these guys from the old games. I thought that... I was like, the Rayquaza thing, I was like, that sounds familiar. But, you know, this is definitely the black and white theme. Or at least like a remix of it. I think. So yeah, some of the music was definitely different as well. I think the Swords of Justice had a different song for sure. But like that opening just sounded very familiar to me. Hopefully this one won't be too... Hopefully we get lucky with the catch here. I think Zekrom still has the 3 out of 255 catch rate. Yeah, no, I think Luxury Ball is the obvious pick here. I mean, Ultra Ball is actually not the worst, given the yellowing for the yellow color for electricity, but Luxury Ball just looks too good. I don't remember what I caught Reshiram in, to be honest. Might have been. I hope a Premier Ball would have looked nice. Okay, Thunder Infusion Bolt. Thankfully we didn't bring anyone with like Volt Absorb. I just realized, yeah, because of its ability, I don't think Volt Absorb would work. Its ability is basically Mold Breaker, just with a fun name. Thunder. Oh my god, you have so many electric moves. Once we get a little lower, I can switch to a ground type. I mean, I think that's what 3 of its moves are electric type at least, so. Yeah, so after this, we'll still have Spectre, Necrozma, Lugia, Lunala, Kyurem, Kyogre. So, I mean, still quite a few. I mean, there were, I think, 15, as I said, so. No, maybe there were 12. I think it actually might have been 12. But, yeah, we'll knock a good amount of them out. Well, then we'll do some nicknaming, I think, after this. Then we'll see what we want to do from there. Unless I'd rather go for, like, the Shiny Camerupt. Part of me wants to start it as a Numel, to be honest. That's one reason I'm hesitant, but it would be a good time to go for it. I think I'm being weirdly stubborn. I'm like, I gotta do it on my terms. Nah. Yeah, so after this, in terms of what we still need... I was gonna say we could go like Lugia and go Psychic, but we only have the Psychic one. Yeah, Lugia might be what I want to go for next, though. We probably just have to go Flying and have no additional coverage on it, or like we don't have the multiple Pokemon that benefit from it to catch with the power, but it is what it is. Yeah, we'll still have a good 45 minutes to an hour, somewhere in there. Once we catch Zekrom, presuming we don't have to reset too much. If we do have to reset, then maybe we'll come back later. I'd probably still do... Because if I do have to reset, I'll just do it then Kyurem. Otherwise, I think we try to do kind of, sort of, game order. We probably go Lugia, then Kyogre, then Kyurem, then Necrozma, then Lunala, then Spectre. Something like that. I figure it's more interesting to go for some of the earlier, or some of the later gen legendaries later. I think Spectre going last is kind of interesting just because it's the newest of the Mons. So I've seen it the least. I've gotten to do very little with it. So far, far, too, we found all these quite quickly, which is nice. I definitely went out of my way to be as, like, detailed and specific about everything Snacksworth said. Oh yeah, we'll have to remember to actually talk to Snacksworth once we get all the legendaries to see if he has anything new to say. He might have something, even if it's just like a bit of flavor text, nothing, you know, nothing significant. Oh yeah, and then I gotta remove a few of these. I did have a list of the Pokemon we still needed, because some of these legendaries I thought I was not gonna be able to get. But turns out I was able to cheese it with the by creating a group even with the Violet on my girlfriend's Switch, even though that does not have the DLC. Just being in the party was enough to count it. So I guess I'd have no way of knowing if we run out of
Hillary King Hook, I'll switch you out.
If we run out of the power, catch power, but oops. I can go you, I guess. Cause yeah, what have we caught here? Terrakion, Horizon. Terrakion, Horizon, Cobalion, Latias, and Rayquaza. Cool. There's still quite a few Pokemon we need. Some of which I don't know if we're even going to be able to get, to be honest, but the goal is just going to be to get as many as we can. Because some of these are just, I think, too much of a pain to transfer over. I'll see what I'm in the mood for. It could be something I slowly work at. It doesn't necessarily have to be immediate. Because I'm looking at things like the genies, Azelf, Fuchsie, Mesprit, Regijago, Regieleki, the Galarian Birds, Eternatus. I mean, I could do get a lot of these with just one playthrough of like Dynamax, like do a Shield playthrough. I can get a lot of these checked off. Although Cosmog and Cosmoem, funny enough, I think is the hardest of the non-mythicals to obtain in any reasonable fashion. Because you have to get like a certain amount of Pokemon caught in the Dynamax Adventures to get Cosmog, and you only get one. So I'd have to do like I'd have to do basically 2 saves of Dynamax Adventures run-throughs to get both, which I'd have to technically, if I wanted to get both like Regieleki and Regidrago, I'd have to do both anyway. Although Regidrago and Regieleki, I believe have Pokemon Go raid versions of them that I have transferred from Pokemon Go myself. So I'm willing to count those for the living dex just because of time reasons and my sanity. But I mean, we still have to, I mean, if I wanted Calyrex, like it'd probably be one of them would come from home. In the same way I think Zacian would have to come from Pokemon Go, because I'm not doing both Sword and Shield. Especially because I don't have the DLC. Like, I would literally be playing through Shield at that point just for Zacian, and that's just not worth it. Even if I, like, went really quick, it probably wouldn't be worth the energy. And then, yeah, and then there's the Mythicals, which... like, Jirachi and Mew would have to be through BDSP, but I think I have to beat other games. Jirachi would theoretically be doable, because I think if I would have to be beating Shield anyway to get some of these mons. Then I could just go, like, basically a gym and a half, and I'd be able to get Jirachi. Mew, I'd have to play through the entirety of Let's Go Pikachu, which, outside of needing Alolan Raichu from that game, I don't need anything, so it just is not... it's like, I don't think that's worth the energy. I mean, not that I wouldn't enjoy playing through the game, it's just, you know, not worth it. I mean, I guess... I wonder if playing through Shining Pearl would work. Probably not. Like, if I were to play the first bit of Shining Pearl from the library, would I be able to get them? Or is it like one per profile? Especially because it'd be the same saves of like Shield and Let's Go. I'm debating resetting it pretty soon, to be honest, just because of all the luxury buffs we've used. Not a huge deal, but I'm not even sure getting the boost anymore. Plus, I could soak it and get it paralyzed and have a much better chance. I thought we would just throw Kyurem in anyway. And then other than that, too, then there's the Legends Arceus Mythicals. Which would require me to play through Legends Arceus and I believe multiple other games as well. Which could be a way to get the genies, but I could also get... I think I can get 2 out of the 3 genies from Shield's Dynamax Adventures. I might actually have an extra of all the genies, too, from Pokemon Go. I technically have an extra Eon from Legends Arceus. I still have 1 more. I transferred 1 to BDSP, and I have 1 in Legends Arceus. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. I think I need to knock out as many of these legendaries as I can. And then figure it out from there. I mean, I think if I wanted to get as much as I can, I would have to do a playthrough of Legends Arceus and Shield on a new profile. I think that's like basically the bare minimum to get a majority of the mons we need. Oh, it's okay. Well, that actually makes my life easier. I don't have to worry about feeling bad about the reset. Yeah, okay. We'll come back to this in a bit. Still got pretty good stuff. Oh yeah, I can check off Basket Legion Female. I didn't think I could get that. I thought I was gonna have to get that through Legends Arceus. Yeah, I don't know. I have to take a look too into how exactly the mythicals work in Brilliant Diamond and Legends Arceus. And there's a few mythicals that I just physically can't get. Oh wait, there's Hoopa is one of them. That's through. I have a couple of those from Pokemon Go raids. I realized, but most of them, like, I cannot get. I don't know how I would go about getting Diancie, Magearna, Meloetta, Volcanion, Zarude. Meloetta, I think I can get the shiny one technically for completing the dex. Magearna, I think I don't know how the Magearna exactly works with home. If it requires the mythicals, we can't get it, but we could technically get the one event. I didn't save before Zekrom. Didn't hear you, little shit. That was entirely my fault. Where are we? I set up a camp even around here? Okay, I'm gonna take a quick BRB break, and then I'll see how I'm handling. Son of a bitch, I didn't save. I mean, it's entirely on me, but like, fuck. How do you forget to save between... Whatever, anyway, I'll be right back. Okay. I may as well prep in advance for both Rayquaza and Zekrom. Let's get... Oh, yeah, I think... Oh, yeah, Ironhead's always 15 PP, isn't it? We should be able to taunt... Just to try to minimize... Actually, the other thing, we could do Swords Dance. Over Ironhead. Then we wouldn't have to worry about taunting, and False Swipes we can probably get to a point where they just one-shot. I think this was the team we were bringing to Rayquaza. Let me quickly set up Soak on Tatsugiri. Never mind, it still has it because I forgot to take it off. Okay. Let's... Shit. Okay. I think we're just gonna have to jump down for a moment to set up a camp. Do a save here. What was the number? 69, I think? We'll figure it out in a sec. But, yeah, so I was going on that ramble. But yeah, there's a few Pokemon that I just physically, like, I don't think there's a way to get Volcanion or Zarude just at all. Maybe after ZA there might be a way to at least get Volcanion, but that's a problem for future me. Okay, we're going for Rayquaza. Let's get it green! So, yeah. I guess this is going to come down to, do I want to do this the easiest way, the medium way, or the hard way? Because I could always just trade with random people in Pokemon Home, although I do risk some of them being hacked and me not knowing. Not that it's that big of a deal, because I'm not going to be playing online with them, but still. Don't want to accidentally do that just because of fear of ban. I mean, technically, actually, okay. Technically, I could get some of these guys, because I believe I actually have, like, Volcanion. I can't get Zarude, but I believe I have, like, Volcanion and a few of the other earlier Gen Mythicals available, like in X and Y, but I don't want to transfer them up, to be honest with you. I have them, I want to keep them in the original games, just because that's cool. So, that's just where I'm at with it all. Actually, real quick, let me lotion my hand real quick. Excuse me. Cool. Okay. I don't think that takes up the time, hopefully. If it did, whatever. But yeah, so, because I could do stuff from Pokemon Home, which would save me a lot of effort, or I could just not get all... I mean, they're not indexes, so they don't matter that much. I guess it's just going to depend on how much patience I have. I tend to do things the hard way, because I'm weird. So we'll see what happens. Anyway. Let's do Rayquaza. I'm going to probably quickly message my girlfriend's link. She messaged me a bit ago. And then, I guess, since we've already kind of done this a little bit, we can start looking at nicknames for some of the graded mons from Blueberry Academy, because that's what we would have been doing now if I didn't fuck this up horribly. And then I guess we'll see if whatchamacallit, if Kyurem's a possibility or not. But we'll worry about that when we get there. So yeah, we should, I believe, still have the speed tie. I don't know if... Actually, I have no idea. It depends if the natures and stats are always the same or not. Or if it's randomized. But, okay. The Swords Dances. Okay, I will be right back. Or right. Give me one moment to fully focus. Get fucked, Rayquaza. Oh. I guess the question is, do we want to go for Dust Ball or do I want to do Luxury Ball like I was debating earlier? I think it's kind of a crapshoot. Okay, that was bad. At least we one-shot it down. Let's see. I think I could do the Luxury Balls. It's not really that big of a benefit. just go Dust Ball. I keep going back and forth. Actually, let's try Luxury Ball. Fuck it, we ball. Luxury. Okay. Damn. It might actually be slower this time if it didn't get a plus speed nature. So. I guess I could check if it's the same RNG or not. I know, I don't remember the exact nature it had though. But we can check if it's a plus speed nature. Actually, I think it was timid, wasn't it? Anyway. Oh. Well, that was fast. Okay, sure. Rayquaza, I guess, felt pity for me, maybe? I don't know. I'll take it. Okay, I'm going to immediately save. Let me pull out a few of the other teammates. I'll quickly move you back. Plus, okay, no, you don't have the same nature. I just won more speed types, I guess. Interesting. I went too far. Good to know. So yeah, we pretty much just won ground types here. And Tatsugiri, who will be our lead. I don't remember exactly what I have. It doesn't really matter, I don't think. That's good enough, I think. It seems like 3 out of the 4 of its moves were electric. If not all, maybe all of its moves were electric type. I genuinely don't know. Let's fly over here. Couldn't even finish my message to Bridget. Yeah, she was sending me random true crime related bit. Maybe not, I don't know if true crime is the... I mean, it is true, real crime, but not in the fun way, just in the sad way of just like, hey, there was this event that happened and it sucked. And I would just give my thoughts on it. Although I am not, yeah. Not educated enough to even attempt to discuss it. I'm just kind of reading her summary of it. And I read it like 30 minutes ago. And I just never got to responding to her, so... I'm not going into it. For legal reasons, no. And because if I'm going to talk about that, I would actually like to have some idea of what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, I wanted to check if we fought him from the other direction, if that would like change the angle the fight occurred in. Not, you know, it doesn't mean shit, but I'm curious. Yeah, okay, it just puts us right way forward. Sure. Okay. Let's soak it. And this one is better because A, we don't have to worry about... Or this is better than Dondozo because A, we don't have to worry about Assault Vest, and B, we're also neutral to electric. But now we will be able to paralyze it. I mean, I could try to get a quick bit of chip damage in. I could just do an Icy Wind. That's all I can really do. Safely. Not the speed drop. I guess can't hurt. Okay, let's go over to King Gambit. Let's not stall this unintentionally. We're gonna go for luxury balls again, so. A first turn paralyze. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna start throwing balls. I'll see if she responds. In the meantime, we could start looking at a couple nicknames here. I don't know how long this will take. I mean, we have the Dragon Boost up for longer, thankfully. Which makes this a little easier. Hopefully. Yeah. Doing the back-to-back luxury balls, 2 on the catches, so. Okay. Hassel's Arc-to-Back. So I have multiple names. I think our goal here is just going to be to knock some of them out of the list, unless there's something I'm confident on, but so we have Hassel's Arc-to-Backs, which I had Bohohoy, which is his crying noise, or I had like emotions, Lineage, Beauty, Tears, Congratulations, or Destiny, because I mean the whole Hassel's Destiny is, a lot of that is in relation to him being from like a long line of dragon trainers. I don't know if emotion. I feels weird to call it I mean, calling it emotion isn't the worst, but I don't know. I think beauty is kind of just doesn't. Well, I mean, he's an art teacher. I don't want to do tears. I think the congratulations don't really work. Okay, I chopped some of those out. Draen's Durlodon has been one that was rough. I had Opalucid, which didn't really make any sense. Like, it's a cool name. I might actually consider naming the thing I evolve into Archaludon, Opalucid, but there's Club. I don't think I want to name it Club or Clubroom. I don't want to name it Drayster, even though it's his, like, nickname. I don't think I want to name it BP or either. There's Slack, there's Bud. I do kind of like Chair, because he's like a line where he just talks about how great chairs are because they let you, like, sit down and not do work. And I think that's funny. And also, Archaludon, or Durlodon, gives weird chair vibes to me. Not really, but like kinda, I don't know. Okay, I don't want to do Clubroom for sure. I think Drayster's a funny name for Drayden's Drayster. I think BP's kind of lame. Slack, I don't know. I'm bad at cutting things out. Bud kinda works, in the same way Kiddo worked for Pelde and Wooper. Does Slack? Raiden Slack? I think we'll skip Slack. I mean, I think the club is only really loosely related to him anyway. I'll keep it for a moment. Let me write down Opalucid as an option for Archaludon. And just remove that. I should just get rid of club. I mean, it's probably going to be chair if I'm being real. Although Drayden's Drayster is kind of funny. Just the way it sounds, because someone I think referred to him, or he refers to himself as Drayster, I think at some point. Anyway, Larry's to Dunsparce. We got a lot here. We got Time Card, Timesheet, Eatery, Lemon, Boss, Pay, Paycheck, Flight, Ordinary, Average, Unremarkable, Plain, Complication, Simplicity, Business, Overtime. Yeah, most of these don't work. Like they work, some of them work structurally, some of them work just in relation to Larry, but a lot of it's kind of boring. I don't think I want to do overtime. I don't think I want to do, well, business is okay. I don't want to do simplicity. I don't want to do complications. I don't think I want to do plain. Unremarkable doesn't work, but is kind of a fun word. So I'll keep it. Average is kind of boring. ordinary. I mean, maybe flight. I think he. Why did I give flight? Oh, I don't know. He probably talked about flying. Pay or paycheck. Not pay, maybe paycheck. I don't want to do boss. I do like lemon because he talked about that in his challenge. He's the person who gives the hint, like, oh, you need a dash of lemon for the gym challenge, right? And also John Sparks being yellow. Eatery's okay. Timesheet versus time card. I don't know if I even have a preference, but that knocks some of them out. Salvatore, Alolan Meow. I'm still weirdly sticking to Palmy on this because I don't want to do a fucking. I have like Et vous prêt. That's not how you say it. Tres bien. That's a little closer. There's Ajourd Hui. That's not how you say that either. And none of them really work sentence-wise. I had language. There's communication. Probably a Meowth communication's kind of lame. Like, language is one thing. Communication is just lame. And then there's my femme / my wife. Because he talks about his wife a decent bit. Zekrom does not want to be caught. Even while paralyzed. It's paralyzed, right? Oh, the Swords Dance thing worked really well with Rayquaza. I might have to keep that in mind for Kyogre, who will probably inevitably have rest, given Groudon and Rayquaza both had it. Naming his Meow his wife is kind of weird. But, whatever. Okay. Lacey's. I'm pretty confident, honestly, on naming her Snubble Pillow. Lacey, cuteness. So. Quiz, I think, is boring. Pink is kind of doesn't really work grammatically. There's Little Sweetie and Sweetie. I think Little Sweetie's too much. Sweetie could work. I did a bzzzt because of, like, the wrong answer thing and the fact that she has that, like, whole just, like, no thing going on. But I don't think it makes sense. Like, it doesn't really make sense for a Snubble. Okay, so Pillow, Cuteness, or Sweetie is all I got there. Kitty's Combi! Oh, wait, hang on. I got a message from Bridget here. Oh, did we get it? Yay! I like how every time I go to read Bridget's thing is when I catch the Pokemon. Okay, we should have time for Kyurem then. What do we have? Like 15, 20 minutes? 15, cool. That's not shiny, that's just lighting. Yeah. Checking. Kyurem, oh yeah, I know exactly where Kyurem is, so I don't even need to think about it. But the description we have is, climbing the snowy mountains when a terrible storm blew in, hunkered down in a large cave underground to find Kyurem. I was immediately like, yeah, this is like this area because it's right by Glaciato Mountain. Snowstorms happen on even the lower area. And it's a big cave because he talks about how it's like a big winding cave that was shockingly large or whatever. So, yeah, we'll quickly build the team. I know the exact position of Kyurem from the video. Otherwise, I would have had to run through the whole cave, but it's not even that big. It wasn't exactly where I would have thought it would have been, to be honest. But, you know, I have the info. I'm just going to use it. I may as well just keep Soak on Tatsugiri because it's going to come up again pretty soon with the Ghost Legendaries. Oh yeah, Hyper Voice was its last move. Yeah, three electric moves and we resisted the final move. So this is gonna be Ice Dragon. The Steel once again works very well here, I think. Go you. What else do we want to do? You, I guess. I guess I'm just bringing a bunch of Steel types. I mean, I guess we could just bring Fairy types then. Oh, wait, you work well. Actually, Screamtail's bulkier and is left. Let's do that. Okay. Let me remove Swords Dance for the time being on you. Actually, should I just remove Soak for the time being? I probably should, otherwise I'm just gonna forget. I forgot last time to take it off, so... Okay, we'll see how this goes. I mean, worst case, we have to reset. Hopefully I actually save. I gotta make sure I do. I can't pick up chemicals, so I'm not looking at them. Okay. So, Kyurem is actually right over this way. So I was thinking it was going to be on, like, the outer bits, but it's actually, like, right down there, yeah. Which is sort of weird. It looks very tiny from above, LMAO. Okay, I'm repeatedly hitting the glide button on accident. Frankly, you just look very tiny. Like, I feel like Kyurem should be, like, 3 times bigger than this. Like, this thing should be, like, a fucking hulking dinosaur. And instead, like... It's like slightly taller than the player. Oh, cool, I blinked. Kyurem's an interesting mon. I kind of go back and forth on how much I like or dislike it. I don't know why, like, I'm never consistent on my opinion with it. Sometimes I'm like, eh, it's kind of whatever. Other times I'm like, this thing's actually really cool. Let's look at the angle, especially because this thing is not as asymmetrical. Just in the wing, but that's really, you know, it's still asymmetrical. Still counts. Okay, let's fight it. Because we have what, 10 minutes? We do a save. I may have already saved, but I'm gonna be safe. It is cool to get the more classic music. Okay, pressure, I don't think that'll be an issue unless it has rest. Or some other recovery move, I guess. Yeah, we've knocked quite a few legendaries out so far today. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I swear this has been going a lot faster than it was. I mean, granted, last time we were getting the first batch of legendaries from the solo quests. I was kind of just doing 1 or 2 at the end of the day, so I didn't have a ton of time to do a bunch of them. While today we kind of dedicated to it. But I'm happy with how this went. And then, yeah, once we catch this, I think we just focus on nicknames and sorting for the rest of the night. So I probably should call it good in 20, maybe 30 minutes. Oh, yeah, I have no clue what ball I want to use for this. I mean, I could go dive ball again. It's like the really, like, lighter blue and the yellow and the gray. I mean, there's not like a gray ball. I keep hitting the wrong button. It's just like instinct now to hit the ball button. It should be at 1 HP, right? I guess I'll start throwing balls. If it's not, oops. If it's at like 5. I do like the way the ice texture looks in this game, though. The quick ball actually goes kind of decent on this thing, if I'm being honest. Quick ball's not bad, though. Yeah, I think it's one or the other. I kind of dig the quick ball. I know it's not the first turn anymore. It's like not that like it's sort of boring to get a legendary on the quick ball because that's just like the first thing most people throw. It's the first thing I would have thrown a few years ago when I wasn't really caring about matching balls. That sounds funny out of context. Even in context, it sounds funny. Me in real life when my balls don't match. Okay, hyper voice is fine. PP could become a problem, but we'll see. Cause yeah, I'm like the little bit of yellow on the quick ball's nice, and the lighter blue works decently well. Maybe I tried the dive ball. I feel like the dive ball's more interesting, if I'm being honest. We'll go 2 more quick balls. If we don't get it, then we'll switch over to dive ball. I'll give it a chance. If it wants desperately to be in the quick ball, then it'll get the quick ball. Otherwise, it won't. Okay. Okay, let's try dive balls. Maybe it'll prefer the dive ball more, even though they're the exact same catch rate. Yeah. Dive ball it up. I think the dive ball generally is a more visually appealing ball, to me at least. Imprison? Okay. Don't know how much PP Imprison has, and I don't think that affects us in any meaningful way. None of my guys have Blizzard or Hyper Voice right now, I don't believe. Or Imprison. So, should be fine. Scary face. Okay. Oh, I thought I would have had it. Right when I started messaging my girlfriend. It's always right when I try to talk to her. Cool. Do I want to go back to the Pokemon nicknames real quick? May as well. I don't know how long we're going to be here throwing dive balls. I mean, I could switch it up to quick balls again in a bit, just to see maybe Kyurem will prefer one over the other. You know, leave it up to fate a little bit. Okay, next up is Katie's Combee. So yeah, we had a lot of things here, nothing that was like blowing me away. We had Spatula, Mixer, Soapberry, Pastries, Combee with a K. Treats, Frosting, Sugar, Honey, Sweetie, Cake, Decoration, Dessert, Cupcake, Cupcakes. Spatula and Mixer are okay. Soapberry is like part of the name of a restaurant, but I don't really care for the name Soapberry if I'm being honest. Pastry's okay. Pastries is kind of funny. I'm gonna take away Combee with a K. It's hard to know if I want to do single word or double word, or singular or plural, given Combee is 3 Pokemon, but treat or treats. I think pastry's more interesting than treats. Frosting's okay, sugar's okay, honey's okay. Sweetie, she calls the player a couple times, that's okay. Hey, I mean, it's not bad. Hey, we got it! Okay, I'll quickly skim through these. Decoration is a little bland. Dessert, cupcakes. I don't know. Okay, I'll leave it at what it is for now. Cool. With 5 minutes to spare, 4 minutes to spare. I'm gonna just do that. Yeah. But yeah, it seems like with the Rayquaza, it always had the same nature. So I wonder if everyone's is the same thing, or if it's just like the RNG seed it got today. Not that it matters, but I was just curious. Okay, let's put a couple of these guys together properly, just for the heck of it. Get the trios going and all that jazz. Cool. Okay, how many do we still have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, okay, we're a little bit short on space, but I mean, that was kind of expected. Let me condense these a little bit. Oh wait, actually it's 5, I think. I still had Kyurem. Let me make sure I didn't fuck anything up here. Yep. Okay, we have 5 left, actually. So we'll have 3 spaces that... We'll figure it out. We'll make it work. I mean, some of these are gonna get pushed over anyway, so... Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Part of me's debating looking at the camera to see if I get lucky. But I think I'm better off nicknaming stuff. Because I can always just run around and look for Numeral and Camera. There's a couple places I think that work out decently. There's one area in Blueberry that I think if I did Fire... Actually, if I did Ground, it might be the only thing that spawns. And if I did Fire, the only other thing would be Torkoal, which I'd also be happy to get a shiny of. I don't know. So we gotta actually do... Shiny hunting. Ah! Shiny hunting, that. Midway through the yawn. Stop. Okay. Oh, excuse me. I know I'm up late. I do my best to never go to bed. Okay. Let's keep going through names here. I think we gotta try to knock a few of these out. Let me do a save in case I really don't like something I ended up doing right typo or something. It's just... That way I can reset. Okay, we're gonna be looking at Nemonas, Paldean, Tauros. Wait, oop. It takes a sec to load, I always forget that. Okay, so this one I had a lot of things and I don't really know what I want to do either. So we had Spirit, Strength, Skill, Boost, Tutorial, Strategy, Battler, Champion, Treasure, Adventure, Goofball, Challenge, Court, Fruit, Journey, Battlefield, Potential, Rival, Gift, Bud, Buddy, Baddie, Equal Match. Okay, yeah, like 3/4 of these can probably just get removed immediately. Spirit's okay, Strength's okay, Skill works, I guess. Boost I don't need. Tutorial's kind of a funny name. Strategy so-so. Battler, whatever. Champion, I mean, like, a lot of these kind of work, they're just not that interesting. Given how many, okay, I have to knock some of these out. I shouldn't overthink this. I don't want to name it Strategy. I don't want to name it Battler. I don't want to name it... I guess Champion, okay, is Treasure. Treasure works because of the treasure hunt. Adventure is boring. Goofball's kind of funny. She probably said the word once, though. One is Challenge. That's okay. Court's boring. Fruit... I don't even know how I got there, but it's boring. Journey. Journey's okay. Battlefield, nah. Potential. Maybe. Rival, maybe. Gift. So-so. Butter, Buddy, I mean, could work. Baddie. Baddie's kind of funny. Equal or Match, I don't think is that good. Okay. We knocked some out. Jacques Gulpin. Okay. Another one that... I mean, all these are ones that I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, to be honest. Gulpin. Could be Pokedex Ragamuffin. I don't know. That's funny, though. Data Analysis Goals. Gulpin, Diploma, Reward, Oddity, Research, Achievement, Charm, Fashion, Outfit, Glutton, Gobbler. Okay. I'm going to get rid of Data, I'm going to get rid of Analysis, I'm going to get rid of Goals and Gulpin. I'll keep Diploma, I guess. I'll get rid of Reward. Oddity's kind of interesting and just works with the whole shtick. Research is so-so. Achievement, I get rid of Achievement. Charm is kind of okay. Fashion and Outfit, I'll get rid of, and Glutton and Gobbler I'll keep. Okay. Times Rock Rough. We don't even have that many for this. Rhyme, Rock, Mathematician, The Watcher, Scolding, Numbers, Arithmetic, Horoscope, Probability, Calculation, Calculator, Square. Wow, all these suck. Okay. I'll get rid of Rhyme. I don't think I want to name it after Rhyme. I'll get rid of Rock just because it's boring. Mathematician is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think I don't even think it fits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, if I spelled it right, it doesn't fit. The Watcher is so stupid that I like it. Scolding doesn't work. Numbers is actually not the worst. Arithmetic, that makes it sound like it has arthritis, so I'm gonna say no. Horoscope, I'll keep it for now, I guess. It's only really brought up briefly. Probability is okay. Calculation, Calculator I like more than calculation. And Square. Okay, Square's just stupid, but it's kind of funny. Saguaro's Hatchrim. Forgot to hover over Rockruff there. Oops, my bee. Okay, we had sweet, sweet, sweet tooth, recipe, snack, aroma, strength, ambrosia, mystica, condiment, image, honey, meal, berry, privacy, phone case, style, adorableness, secret. I don't think I'm... Well, I could keep sweet tooth and sweets. I'm gonna say no to recipe. Snack's kind of a cute name, I guess. Aroma, so-so. Strength, I'm gonna get rid of. Ambrosia is what I'm leaning toward. Mystica's decent. Condiment's kind of funny. I'm gonna get rid of image. I'm gonna get rid of honey. I'm gonna get rid of meal. I'll keep berry. I'm gonna get rid of privacy. I'll keep phone case, even though it's kind of dumb. I don't need style. Does adorableness even work? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it just barely fits. I'm gonna get rid of secret. Okay. Limit. We're trying here. This is Gita's Glimmet, so there's Primera, there's Champion, Stead, Talent, Skill, Terrorblast, Terrestrialization, which I don't even think fits, Pinnacle, Light, Power, Pride, Honor, Treasure, Shine, Jewels, Example, Assessment, Respect, Beacon, Brilliance, Inspection, Inspiration. Okay. I kind of like Primera, even though Gita's Primera doesn't work. I'll get rid of Champion, I think. Stead is meh. I'm going to get rid of Talent and Skill and Terrorblast isn't the worst. Terrestrialization I'll get rid of. Pinnacle I'll keep. Light I'll keep. Power, I don't think we need Power, Pride, Honor. I guess I can keep Treasure for now. Shine I'll keep. Jewels, I don't really care for it. Example I'll get rid of. That just makes it sound like a fucking regime. Assessment I'll get rid of. Respect I'll get rid of. Beacon's decent. Brilliance, it's okay. Inspection's kind of funny, but doesn't really make sense, but I'll keep it for now. And then there is Cyrano's Shiny Blitzo. So there is Saffron, Terrarium, Veli. I'm not doing Veli, I don't think. But that was because that was what he nicknames Clobble. There's Blueberry, there's Uniform, there's Core. Secret. I'm gonna get rid of Secret. I'm gonna get rid of Uniform. Core is okay. Blueberry's kind of funny. Veli is a goofy name. I don't think I'm gonna do it, but okay. Let's do one more run through of these, and then maybe we'll see about a few of the guys that are not trait evolutions that need to be nicknamed. So we start with Hassel's Arctibec. So we had Bahahoy, Emotion, Lineage, Beauty, Destiny. I'm gonna get rid of Beauty and Lineage. Keep the other three for now. Durladon, we had from Drain, we had Drayster, Chair, or Bud. Because he refers to the player as Bud a lot. Chair just because the chair line in Drayster is like a thing he calls himself. I just like Drayden's Drayster. That's so stupid. It's like not even a good reference. The chair thing is also niche as fuck. But I also don't see myself getting rid of any of these. Okay. The Dunsparce. Okay. Larry's the Dunsparce. We had Time Card, Timesheet, Eatery, Lemon, Paycheck, Ordinary, Unremarkable, or Business. I'm gonna get rid of Time Card and Timesheet. Or I'll keep Time Card. I'll get rid of Timesheet. Eatery, Lemon, Paycheck. I think I'm gonna get rid of Ordinary and Unremarkable because they don't really work grammatically with Larry's blank. So that leaves Larry's Time Card, Larry's Eatery, Larry's Lemon, Larry's Paycheck, or Larry's Business. Okay, those all kind of work, to be honest. Look at me, I'm bad at making decisions. Okay. Salvatore's Alolan Meowth. We had, oh god, this one. Palmy, Et vous prie, très bien, Ajourd Hui, Language, Ma femme, ma wife. I think I'm gonna get rid of Et vous prie and Très bien. I like Ajourd Hui because I say it so wrong, but it's kind of fun to say. Language works. Ma femme and my wife, or if I just did like femme. No, it'd have to be femme or wife. It couldn't be my wife. Then it'd just be Salvatore's my wife. Okay, yeah, I don't really know what I want to do with that. Lacey's Snubble. So we have Pillow, Cuteness, and Sweetie. I think Pillow just works because of the whole thing about her laying on Granbull's stomach. Lacey's cuteness sounds kind of creepy. I do like the name Sweetie. It's kind of cute. And she refers, I think, a couple times to either the player or Pokemon as Sweetie. I guess I'll keep it for now. Okay. Combi. Katie's Combi. We have a lot here. Spatula, mixer, pastries, frosting, sugar, honey, sweetie, cake, decoration, dessert, cupcake, cupcake. She refers to the player as Sweetie. I know I literally just talked about this with Snubble. Spatula's kind of funny. Mixer's kind of funny. Pastry. I don't know if I want to do pastries. I think it would have to be pastry. Frosting's kind of cute. Sugar's kind of cute. I mean, I think some of this is just like vague references, though, is the problem. Cake. I don't want to do decoration, I don't think. Desserts, so. I think I do cupcake over cupcakes. Yeah, we're not knocking stuff out. Oh yeah, Magnemite. We're debating between Mr. Walksabout and... Okay, so I realized from reading someone else, it's not, I keep saying who saw what's it. It's actually who's what's it. I mean, the word, okay, to be fair, at least I think that's what it is. Otherwise, because I guess if with what I'm saying, it would not be it would be who saw Hatsit, because I'm doubling the W, or I'm using the W twice when it's not there. I mean, I'm still debating either or works. I'm probably just gonna keep saying who saw what's it, or who's a what's it. I mean, that actually sounds better too. Who's a what's it is. I get how I saw who's saw what's it though. I mean, it's an extra W. I mean, the words are all there. It's just anyway. Nemonas Paleontauros. We're going back to this. Oh god, I still have so many here. Spirit, Strength, Scale, Tutorial, Champion, Treasure, Goofball, Challenge, Journey, Potential, Rival, Gift, Bud, Buddy, Baddie. I'm kind of curious how many times she said some of these words. Pokemon Scarlet, Violet, Nimona, quotes. Okay, let me actually Control F these, because some of these she might have only literally said like once. That'd be like Goofball, for example. Yeah, she says Goofball once. Like, that is such a weak reference to her. As much as I like the name Goofball, I think we get rid of it for that. How often does she say, like, Butter, Buddy? Not too much. She says it a little bit. I have 4 things that came up for Butter, Buddy in all her texts. Not as bad, but it's not great. I do like Baddie as well, but I don't think she says it that much. I think she says like once, yeah. She literally just says, did you beat all the baddies without me in the Zero Lab? That's it. I do like Baddie a lot more, though. I think Bud and Buddy we'll get rid of, because it's just not enough. Gift is kind of boring. Rival is boring. Potential, eh. Journey's okay. Challenge, Treasure, Champion, I don't... The issue is so many of these like kind of work. I think Scale is boring. I think Strength is boring. Spirit's okay, but it doesn't really come up much. Okay, whatever. We'll stop. We'll stop there with that. We at least narrowed it down a bit. I'm guessing we're not going to get any of these named tonight. Okay, Gulpin, we had Pokedex, Ragamuffin, Diploma, Oddity, Research Charm, Glutton, Gobbler. I like Glutton and Gobbler a lot. I'll get rid of Pokedex. Ragamuffin is funny. I mean, he only says it once, but that's such a, like... That's such a specific word that, like, it kind of sticks out. I think he only said that once. Let me just... Okay, he did say it. He called us, the students, Ragamuffins, which I don't know what that means. Is that a real word, even, or is he just making shit up? Maybe like a slur, no. A shabbily clothed, dirty child. A person who wears ragged clothes. What the fuck? Why did he call us that? Or the students that? What the fuck? This feels like an insult. I don't know if I like using this now. Function both as a surname and generically to denote a ragged and sometimes stupid person in the Middle English poem. Oh wait, and in the okay. Funny name. I think I'm gonna say no, just because of the. This is why you Google things. Why did he call us? Okay, whatever. Anyway. Diploma. Diploma's kind of cute. Oddity, maybe not. Research, I'll probably say no to. Charm kind of makes sense for him, though. Okay. Times Rockruff. The Watcher. Numbers, horoscope, probability, calculator, square. Numbers is kind of... I'm going to get rid of horoscope because it barely works. I think probability is kind of a name. I'm going to get rid of square as well. I don't know why I'm keeping the Watcher for... Like, it's like... I mean, okay, her entire shtick revolves around someone watching her for that bit. So, like, it does work. It's just so stupid. Okay, anyway. Saguaro's Hatterim. Oh, yeah, we still have Sweet Tooth. Excuse me. Snack, Aroma, Ambrosia, Mystica, Condiment Berry, Phone Case, Adorableness. Okay. I think I'm gonna get rid of Sweet and Sweets. I'm gonna get rid of the one Sweet Tooth where I don't put the space. Snack, Aroma, Ambrosia, Mystica. I might get rid of Condiment Berry. I'm gonna get rid of Phone Case and Adorableness. I'll keep Berry it. Condiment's weird, but there's a weird charm to it, I think. Okay. Gita's Glimmet, so Primera, Stead, Terrablast, Pinnacle, Light, Treasure, Shine, Beacon, Brilliance, Inspection. Okay, a lot of these we can get rid of, I think. Primera we can get rid of, Stead we can get rid of, Terrablast we can get rid of. Pinnacle is pretty good. Light, so Treasure is okay. Shine, Beacon, Brilliance. I can get rid of Inspection. Pinnacle, Light, Treasure. How much does she refer to treasure? I know some of these, a lot of these are things that she, like, kind of uses to describe the future of Paldea and stuff. You Pokemon treasure the treasure of Paldea, and amid that treasure, champions of the jewels that shine the brightest. Ah, okay, so it's one quote, really. The other two, actually, wait. Yeah, it's one quote. The other thing on this refers to the treasure eatery, which was just sort of a thing. So, I mean, but, like, there's, I don't know, it's a really cool quote from her. I mean, a lot of these are things she only says, like, once or twice. Shine. I mean, she says shine a lot, actually. Well, no, a lot of that's coming from Pokemon Masters EX, actually. But, I mean, it is a sort of a character word she uses a bit. I banged my elbow! Pinnacle... Yeah, she only says Pinnacle once. But, I mean, like, a lot of these feel in line with the word she chooses. Okay, and then finally the Blitzel. Which what? There's Saffron, Terrarium, Veli, Blueberry, Core. All those kind of work. I might get rid of Terrarium. I don't know, Veli is just kind of a cute name. But Blueberry also works well for it. Saffron is a good reference. Core is... It works as a name, I think. I don't know. Okay, yeah, there's still a lot we gotta knock down. It's already 11. I don't know if I want to nickname these guys yet, or if I should just hold off. Because, I mean, we're not gonna probably... I mean, we may as well move a bunch of things at once. I think we basically just have to lead off tomorrow and just get all this done. Vivian will have an entirely different naming scheme for, other than the like 4-letter word name that starts with a V. Speaking of Vivian, yeah, I might actually just have to look into... I want to look at least into how many forms we're missing. I might not look at how to get the forms yet, but other than Pokeball, which we cannot obtain, there might actually only be 1 or 2 we're missing. So I might get to a point where I'm better off just Googling or looking at a map and seeing where we have generally not touched. I don't know. That one we have to see on. And then a few of these guys just need to be moved and whatnot. So, we'll figure it out. Yeah, I think... Do I want to do... Maybe... Fuck it. Let's just do one more quick run through of these. Because some of these do have still quite a lot. And I need to knock some shit down. Okay. Hassels, Arctibax, Bohahoy, Emotion, Destiny. I don't know. I'm not getting anywhere with that. Some of these are down to 3, and I'm kind of just stuck 2 or 3. Drayster, Chair, Bud. I think we get rid of... Actually, let's do the thing where we... How often does Drayton say bud? 13 times. He does say it a decent bit. Okay. The Dunsparce. Time card. Eatery, lemon, paycheck, business. Okay, I'm gonna give her a time card. I'm gonna give it a lemon, I think. I like it being called business is kind of funny. I'll keep lemon, paycheck, and business. Hello and Meowth. Mommy, ajured hui, language, femme, my wife. Or just wife. I guess calling it wife is weird, but kind of funny. Naming it Pommy, like, is still the stupidly tempting one. Ajured hui. Like, language... It's... I don't know. This one I don't know what I want to do with. Lacey Snubble between Pillow and Sweetie. I think we just do Pillow. Let's just, like, not even bother thinking about Sweetie. Let's just do Pillow. Combi, Katie's Combi with spatula, mixture, pastry, frosting, sugar, honey, sweetie, cake, dessert, cupcake. I think she says Sweetie a few times, too. Let me see. Yeah, she only says it twice, but she does refer to the player as Sweetie twice, I believe. Spatula, I don't think really makes sense. Mixer, I don't know why Mixer feels... I mean, I think just because there's, like, the bits of it, I could see Combi just spinning around like a mixer. Pastry, frosting, sugar, honey. I think honey's too on the nose and not really talked about much. Sweetie, cake, dessert, cupcake. I mean, like, they're all vague things. I think cupcake is cuter than cake. I think pastry is a little bit better of a name than dessert. Frosting. I mean, frosting and sugar. Sugar makes sense. I guess I get rid of frosting. Do we keep Sweetie or do we just get rid of it? I guess it's the one non-like baking related option, so I'll keep it. Mr. Walks About and who's a what's it? I like both names. Maybe I gotta find something else to name the other one. Honestly. I don't know what it would be, but... We have Pokemon lying around. Gulpin, Diploma, Charm, Glutton, Gobbler. I mean, I like Glutton or Gobbler, I'm gonna be honest. I know that it is not really that related to Jacques. It's just what he refers to the Gulpin as. He's like, that's a real Glutton. Let me just look up Gulpin here. Hang on. Okay. The Gulpin I traded you is pretty funny, right? She's a real glutton, so she wastes no time gobbling berries right down. I don't know. There's something sort of endearing about that line that I just like. Okay. Yeah, I think we go Glutton or Glutton or Gobbler. I mean, I could do Charm. I could do Diploma. Nah, let's just do one of those two. Okay. Rockruff. From Time, we have the Watcher, Numbers, or Calculator. I don't know what I want to do on that one, I'm going to be honest. Saguaros. Hatchram, we had Sweet Tooth, Snack, Aroma, Ambrosia, Mystica, Condiment, Berry. I think I'm going to get rid of Sweet Tooth. I think I'm going to get rid of Snack and Aroma. Ambrosia. The Mystica is a little bit... I'm going to get rid of Condom as well. Condiment! Ambrosia, Mystica, and Berry I think all kind of work. Yeah. Ambrosia and Mystica kind of tie into the same thing about him and the sweet stuff. And then Berry. I don't know if he rests... Okay, hang on, actually. Does Saguaro... How did I get to Berry? Like, I think there's like one line that references a berry. Oh yeah, it's one of the lessons he teaches about how berries work. I mean, that's kind of a stretch for him specifically in terms of reference, but I don't know. Yeah, let's start like the word ambrosia is such a specific word that is not... It's only used twice, but he talks about it in terms of sweetness. And it's kind of a pretty name. Maybe we just go Ambrosia. Let's just go Ambrosia, because berry feels a little too loosely related. Okay. Glimmet, we have Pinnacle, Light, Treasure, Shine, Beacons, Brilliance. I like Pinnacle. I think Light's a little boring. I might get rid of Treasure, to be honest. Well, maybe, okay. Shine. Shine's kind of boring. Beacon's okay. Brilliance is okay as well. I'm a little iffy on that. And then the Shiny Blitzel. Saffron Valley, Blueberry Core. Yeah. I don't know. Do I want to, let me do a real quick skim. Sorry, I know I keep going back and forth like over and over. But like if I'm like in the mood to suddenly just be like decisive. Wahahoy, Emotion, Destiny. Something about naming Artabax Emotion is fun. Like yeah, I think yeah, okay. I don't think I'm gonna get very far with this. Drayden's Drayster, Drayden's Chair, Bud. Drayden's Bud. I don't know. Lemon, Paycheck, Business. They all have kind of a ring to them. Calling it a Dunsparce Business is quite funny to me. Calling it a Paycheck is also kind of like, it makes it sound like it's gonna like kick somebody's ass. That's the Paycheck. And then Lemon is just kind of a cute little name for it. Alolan Meowth, Palmy, Adored Hui, Language, Femme, Wife. I'm gonna get rid of Palmian Language. I know calling it his wife is dumb, but like the idea of it's just kind of funny to me. Combi, yeah, we had Mixer, Pastry, Sugar, Sweetie, Cupcake. I'm gonna get rid of Mixer. I'm gonna get rid of Sugar. I'll keep Sweetie, Cupcake. She does specifically mention a cupcake at one point. I think Pastry works the best here, if I'm being honest. I'll sit on it. It's not, we'll do it tomorrow. Oh yeah, Magnemite. I kind of want to do Who's a What's It now that I actually understand the saying. I want to do Mr. Walksabout for a name though. I'm gonna move the name elsewhere as a reminder. I will do Who's a What's It. Or Who's a What's It. Okay. Paldean Tauros from Nimona, their Spirit, Tutorial, Champion, Treasure, Challenge, Journey, Baddie. Spirit, I think, is not that interesting. Tutorial is funny because she gives like all the tutorials in the game. Champion, Nimona's Champion. I mean, it kind of works. Nimona's Treasure, I feel like, is relevant to her as a character. Nimona's Challenge, I mean, Challenge is a cool name, but I don't think. I don't know. Nimona's Journey. Journey's a cool name. Bad. Okay, yeah. The problem with Nimona is none of them are quite specific enough for me. Do I prefer Glutton or Gobbler? Gobbler's funny. Glutton's funny. Yeah, I'll debate on that. Rockruff, the Watcher, Numbers, Calculator. I mean, Calculator specifically doesn't necessarily come up much. It's kind of loosely related. I mean, but also Numbers is like, whoa, you're talking about numbers with the math person. Whoa. I mean, she talks about calculations a lot. I don't know if she actually ever uses the word calculator, funny enough, but I'll hold off. Hatcham we already have. Glimmet. I was debating between Pinnacle, Treasure, Beacon, Brilliance. Pinnacle's a cool name. Treasure, I think we skip, to be honest. But I feel like there's other people that relate to Treasure more. Beacon and Pinnacle or Beacon, I think, is the best. Brilliance. I'll keep Brilliance for now. And then the Blitzel. Saffron. Cyrano's Veli doesn't really work, but I just like the name. And it is a reference to him and his interactions with... I always blank on his name. Why? Clobble. Blueberry obviously works. I think Core is just a simple, nice name, too. I mean, Saffron I'm actually starting to debate against. But, okay. I think we gotta stop here. We have, we've limited him down. We have a few that we've pretty... I mean, I could remove the ones that I know. I did save. Okay, let's... Nah. We'll hold off. We'll hold off. It's fine. Not that I want to give myself time to second guess, but we're not going to move them or anything right now, so... Okay. yeah, so I think tomorrow we're gonna lead off where I'm just gonna pick a name and just get on with this, as well as nickname Vivian, the one Duraludon, the Giraffe Rig, the 2 Wooper, Misgrata, Skeledirge, Quackleval, Tyranitar, and the 3 Shinies, just so we can like fully be done with that. And then we'll probably go to catch more legendaries after that, most likely. Not sure exactly what kind of figure it out as we go, but that'll be the general plan for next time. And that will also wrap things up here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm sure we get tomorrow as always. Hope to see you guys then. Thanks for watching and goodbye.